chat. Monday. Hope you guys are ready. We're gonna get started here. And if you weren't in Project G, I don't know what you are doing. Project G members, before we get started, what did we say about the dollar yesterday evening in the weekly prep call? Just let me know. What did we say about the dollar? Keeks, what did we say about the dollar? Did we not? I don't know.
We literally spoke about it. Not even that. I think not on your job, but on mine, we literally have it marked out as a zone. And that zone was hit perfectly.
All right, Chad. If you were in Project G, the call last night, everything playing out as expected. Last week, I'm going to show you guys now on the technical side of it. Last week was liquidity, Chad. This week is the move, believe it or not. But Keeks, welcome back to another weekly, not even an episode, a series of 2Gs on their road to success. Chad, how's everyone doing? Hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. Amina, Dylan, Tembalatu, Slushy, Etienne, Bevan, good morning, Anna D, Strobe, Paco, Dani Pretoria, Stefan, ons gaan vir jou headsets kry. Actually, stuur vir my jou adres. Ek het lekker JBL, 'n kwaliteit JBL headset. Ek stuur dit vir jou met liefde. Nee, I'm serious. I actually ordered me the Steel Series wireless gaming headset. So
Just be careful with that, man, bro.
What do you mean?
I got the Arctic 7, the wireless.
Yeah.
They were chalked in like 8 months. The Bluetooth system on them is very, very poor.
Really?
Yeah, so it works now for audio, but my mic is broken.
Are you serious?
I promise you, it's still under warranty. I actually sent it back.
Do you get a new one though?
They are replacing it. Yeah.
I think I'm ordering the same. Okay, so Stefan, we've got you, my brother. Sovereign, Etienne, Forex Money Machine, Matthew, Carl, Jeremy, good morning. Missed last night's call. Family had me busy. All understandable, Jeremy. No stress, we still have you here. Fabs, it's a bad day to be a non-Project G. Absolutely horrific day if you're not in Project G. Some of you guys are looking at the G-Wagons. We're trying to get you to buy those G-Wagons. Okay, Daryl Naidu. A lot of Naidus here. We had another Naidu. But we love all people here. In tour. Chad, if you're here for the first time, also kindly let us know by a raise of hands who's here for the first time. Alrighty, let's get straight into the mix here. Audio good, 1 2 1 2. You can now, this is at this stage, this is where you say, Chris, the audio is good, the audio is not good. And yeah, if you don't speak now, the rest of the session you're gonna need to deal with this audio, and I want to make sure that it is absolutely crisp and clear and clean. Audio good, thank you so much. There you have it. Audio is good, audio is solid, audio is perfect. Beautiful. Chat, didn't get to read today's piece here out of the daily devotions. But I'm just going to quickly browse. We had our office meeting literally up until we started this call now. And I'm just going to read the top section. I'm not going to read through all of it. So maybe there's something of significance. Obviously, there's something of significance. This is the book. This is the word. This is the word of God. If you want to hear God, get into his word. It says that is his word. That's him speaking. Don't have to go to a conference. You don't have to go to some place in Canada or wherever somebody's saying, oh, there's a move of God. No, God is moving through his people in his word. Love the Lord your God. Listen to his voice and hold fast to him, for the Lord is your life. Deuteronomy 30 verse 20. And here at the bottom, Psalm 32 verse 10. He will work with trust, especially during uncertain times. He will work out for his glory. The Lord's unfailing love surrounds the one who trusts in him. All right. Is my faith focused on receiving the love of my Heavenly Father? Chad, there you go. Faith focus. Without faith, we are nothing. That is ultimately faith comes by hearing by the word of God. Okay, so we're going to pray here real quick. We're going to get things started for the week. Going to make sure that we basically found our faith in the Lord for this week, that everything we put our hand to will be blessed, and that no weapon formed against us or anyone listening to my voice, no weapon formed against you shall prosper or remain. All right, Chad, that's enough preaching for me. Let's quickly pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Amen. Just 2 agreements there already. Amen. Beautiful. Alrighty, Chad. Let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it. Okay. Always feels like I'm a little bit off my track here. Let me just do the what's the name? The poll. Keeks, this is where you can chat a little bit. Just to keep
I'm there, bro. I'm there, Chad. I think, guys, it's going to be an interesting week. Definitely locked and loaded for Wednesday. So, hope you guys are ready. All roads lead to Wednesday.
Ooh, okay. There you have it.
So,
there you have it.
Hope you guys are locked and loaded for that one.
All right, Chad. Beautiful. Today, actually yesterday was the Queen's birthday, public holiday in Australia. Dragon Boat Festival in China. That seems like a blast. Nothing too much today on deck. We actually had to call yesterday with the guys. I said we're going to expect a bullish dollar going into this week, but we're going to go through the technicals now. Only GDP coming out as expected in Japan. No surprise there on most of the stuff. So Tuesday, we've got unemployment or employment claims or labor market data out of Britain. This is similar to what we have with NFP. And then Wednesday, Chad, big one, CPI, early morning for China. Not expecting too much there. Also CPI coming out of Germany. As mentioned, Germany, one of the biggest economies in Europe, so keep an eye out for that. Also a big deck of data for the pound. And here's the thing, 230. Yeah, 230 Wednesday. US CPI, Chad. Big one. We're going to chat a little bit later, maybe tomorrow about it. Give you guys at least some prep as well. And the evening Fed monetary policy statement. So again, I'm not going to do too much on it today. I want it to be fresh in your mind. So I'll be chatting about it tomorrow. I'll prep something for you guys as well. But rest of the week, relatively flat. We've got some PPI, producer price index coming on the Thursday. So now it's actually the other way around. Remember, Keeks, last time we had PPI first, then CPI, yeah. Now CPI, and then PPI. Interesting. So going to be relatively easy. If you want some advice, go plot CPI, go plot PPI, see if you can find a correlation. That's going to give you some idea of what's going to happen. Big one on Friday, Chad, BOJ. Interest rate decision, no forecast yet here. Obviously how volatile the BOJ is at this stage. So big one Friday. And then I love the MCSI, Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index. Quite a big one, market mover, believe it or not. A lot of people overlook this little bad boy here, but it is a big one. So without further ado, let's get into some technicals here, Chad, and let's get this week going. Alright, almost spilled my coffee there. Chat, DXY, very simply, we are bullish on the week. And the reason I am so bullish on the dollar is that look what happened here last week. Last week trading lower, taking out the previous weekly low, then flipping bullish, then taking out last week's high and the previous weekly high. That was the potential swing high formation there. If we were going to go lower, that high is a strong high. That high should have been protected, and that high was now violated. Actually gapping up to the upside. Very, very interesting. Not going to give out too much. I don't want to confuse you guys, but I am bullish on the week. Very simply put, like I said, last week was the liquidity. This week, I am expecting the bulls to take control. And on a daily time frame as well, I mentioned, I think it was Friday, I said be very aware of this 200 daily EMA. I also said you've got that chance where price could go to the upside. We actually went down to this key level almost perfectly, retracing now, holding the 200 daily EMA, now gapping up. So that is also very interesting. All gaps are now closed. The downward gaps, remember we had that gap last week, that's closed. So this week, I don't like this, Chad. I'm very honest. I was bullish on the week. I still told the guys in the call yesterday, I said, you'll most probably see us trade here today, but I didn't expect us to gap above that level and trade above it. So I don't really like it, Chad. I'm bullish on the day, but especially going into a week like this week, I don't want to trade with gaps above or beneath me. So very, very interesting. 4 hour time frame. Let's quickly look at where our weekly pivots are. I've got the indicator as well for the Project G guys. I will be doing a thorough and robust testing of it, and then this is the beta version, and we will get the main version to you guys ASAP. Not ASAP Rocky, just ASAP. Okay, already at the weekly R1, almost 5 minute time frame. Where's our Asia range? Up here, and Asia lows down here. At that key level, there's that gap. There's Asia highs. There's your weekly R1. I would actually love for today to do something like this and trade back all the way down here to come and close that gap. Number one for me is if we can close that gap today. Just go and close it and then start trading bullish again. Keeks, I'm going to throw over to you. Perfect, so brother. We can deal with the dollar. Let's get the dollar out of the way.
Yeah, so as same as Chris, guys, I am bullish on the dollar. I'm really bullish on the dollar until Wednesday. So as we see on my side, looks a little bit different to Chris's. Obviously, we had this resistance zone, which was a breakout, which initially never was tested. We had this come quite close, but not on the money for us. So we always talk about that needs to be tested. Again, not expecting the gap up, but we have got that. The gap up also closing above this pivot over here. If I'm correct, that is our monthly pivot. So looking very, very good there. But now holding that. So we do have that nice gap there. We're trading above here. So the big thing for me is already with DXY is going to be if we are going to hold above this. If DXY is just going to start running, possibly to that weekly resistance, we're going to see this thing hold above this zone now for support. But if it does start failing underneath here, first thing I'm going to look at is that break underneath Asia lows, which are untested, and look to go close that gap. So that's obviously the obvious if we break and fail over here. But we can also see price, as we say, trading that one way and really consolidated a bit over here. So again, doesn't look like dollars looking weak and wanting to sell off just yet. So for me, this area becomes our main zone of interest. And as I say, we get any nice rejection and hold a support here, we can see this thing go all the way back up to that weekly resistance and even a bit higher. But otherwise, the minute we do break, I'm going to see this going down for Asia lows and then possibly that gap fill. So just keep an eye out on this area.
Is that you?
That's me on the dollar.
Beautiful. Chad, US30. Very, very weird weekly close last week. Actually closing within the range of the previous week. So if you take the week of the 27th, and you pull a range, last week was not above it nor beneath it, not even tapping that high. So inside week, ab roller candle, still closing above this area right here. So I'm neutral in the week, Chad, believe it or not. I'm simply neutral because we did not take out a high or a low. And what I'll be looking for this week is that I will be looking out for a potential break above the weekly highs or lows to give me direction. Otherwise, I'll be neutral, and that's also fine. Daily time frame, I am also neutral on the daily. And why am I neutral? Because we have yet to have 2 consecutive bearish daily candle closures. We closed bearish above this breakout level, but we closed bearish also with 1 single candle below that level. That's also the level I said we would go and test. That is the previous breakout zone. So whatever we do out of this range is going to determine my bias for tomorrow. So if we close like this, easy, bearish tomorrow. If we close like this, easy, bullish tomorrow. So inside this range, this is where the chop's going to happen. Outside of these ranges, that's where the expansion move is going to occur. 4 hour time frame, what do we have on the 4 hour? We've got the weekly pivot up there, almost at the weekly pivot. We've got the weekly R1 down here, and Asia ranges. Let me just do this quickly. Very nice point for potential swing early on in the week. Alrighty, here we go. Asia lows, Asia highs, and very, very simply put for me is this weekly pivot. I'm going to wait and see what we do there. Don't stress too much about getting into a trade now, Chad. We're just going to wait for price to open up a little bit there. NASDAQ weekly, I'm bullish on the week, Chad. Here's the thing, held above this previous key level, also broke out of this zone right here. I want to see a retest of this, so I'm bullish on the week for NASDAQ, as weird as it seems. Bullish on the dollar, bullish on NASDAQ. In what world are we living? I don't know. This is just what the charts are telling me. It's getting quite hot in here now. So there's that breakout level there. Let's quickly do this. Let's do the 4 hour. And then we are set to go. Okay, weekly pivot all the way down here. Weekly R1 all the way up here. Obviously Nvidia currently holding up the US stock market. Chad, we also need to chat about Roaring Kitty in this week. 4 hour range, Chad. You can see this taking out. We actually had a chat about this. Look here. That was the pre-news range. So what news did is it took the highs, it took the lows, and now in that range. So a lot of liquidity. Everyone's confused at this stage. You are almost like a young teenager reaching puberty, and you've got your first steady girlfriend, and you don't know, it feels like the world is ending, but it's actually only the start. Asia highs up there, Asia lows down here. A lot happening here. Daily EQ, daily pivot, Asia highs. Everything's happening here. There's your zone. Very, very simply put. Gold, and then we're going to go over to Keeks. Gold on the weekly. Chad, I'm super bearish on gold. Believe it or not, the weekly for me is bearish. I was bearish last week. That was that liquidity sweep. That's why I don't think we are going to see a lot of upside momentum this week on gold, because look here, that's the liquidity taking out a previous weekly high, but also this small little body here, also a wick to the upside. There's enough rejection, there's enough liquidity that's been grabbed here for this thing to drive now. And I actually said on the call last night, if you were listening, myself and Keegan, we said if you want to get into some early positions this week, 2300, this is where you want to get in. And I want to see gold somewhere during this week here, Chad. Believe it or not, 2230, $60 down. And you can say, Chris, unbelievable. And exactly, it is unbelievable when the charts are showing you something. So daily, massive daily engulfing, almost engulfing 2 weeks. I'm bearish on the day. Bearish on the day unless something significant shifts. And 2300, sells below there. Simple as it gets. 2300 4-hour candle. If Mo is true to his strat, I don't think we would be in on that candle. Maybe this 4-hour. But yeah, let's quickly do this. 2300, massive level going into this week. Let's delete the weekly R2 for now. Weekly R1. Let's do this. Okay. Asia highs up here. Asia lows down here. 2300, I would have loved to sell from above here. Asia highs are still relatively intact, so maybe we get a little bit of a move up here, 2300. But this zone here, Chad, this is your zone for gold. There you go. All right, Keeks, over to you, my brother.
Hey, let's do it. So NASDAQ, guys, I'm pretty still neutral on the weekly, the more long-term outlook, but I am going to take a bearish outlook for the start of it. Reason being is purely, obviously, we have this breakout area over here, which you'll see on the lower time frames, but this still hasn't been tested on our breakaway. And when you look at how much bullish momentum NASDAQ's really had, we haven't had any drastic pullbacks. So this is just on a spot for me. I want to see us have that little bit of a pullback before we can continue bullish. Obviously, if let's say we get over here and we actually start breaking down, I would be flipping bearish more long term. But again, I just don't see that purely with what Nvidia is like solely by itself holding up NASDAQ. So I don't see that happening, but I do see that pullback coming in. So for me with NASDAQ, I am actually going to take a bit more of a bearish outlook. There is two things about that though. If we continue with these sells and that bearish momentum this morning, we want to see that straight kind of one-way momentum going into New York. But if this does something like it has now, where you've actually got to take it out the lows of the previous days, and then we return and flip bullish, we can see that bullish push back into New York session. So we just want to keep an eye on that. But as I say, I am more likely to go to the bearish side. So when we're on the 15, you can see this already, literally traded down, Asia lows, Asia highs, held Asia highs, and all the way back down to Asia lows. Now we've also been trading underneath daily pivot, under the EQ. So what we can look for is, again, that's that simple break to the downside and see what that gives us over there. So as I say, we want to be staying under Asia lows and almost seeing that one-way momentum. All of our EMAs aren't getting ready to cross over. We are back under the 200. So as I say, I am leaning more to that movement, move to the downside with NASDAQ. Again, for now, not really long term. US30, we're going to actually be having a much more bearish outlook. Purely being that we have, when we look at the daily, we've been trading bearish. We held the support, had our pullback, and closed under our main rejection area. So this, we have our key level, which again we did break above, but then hit the rejection and failed as support, coming down with a lot of momentum. So on the 4-hour, what we can see already here is trading underneath that daily key level, had the retest and going bearish. So US30, as I said, for me right now, definitely the more bearish out of the two. As you can see, this thing is already dying at not even 9 o'clock in the morning yet. So not looking good for US30. If it doesn't find any strength here at the weekly pivot to turn around and get some support, I do think USD is going to have a very, very big fall to the downside today. We can be seeing that S1 and possibly even these lows coming into play over here. So your 38,600, 38,550 could be on the cards for USD. So you just want to keep an eye on that one. And then with gold, what we're going to be looking for with gold, guys, is I am bearish. So the biggest thing where I'm bearish is, if you guys heard the same way I kept saying to you guys last week, DXY had that level. The thing with gold, I kept telling you guys 2,300, that was on the cards. We hit that late going into Friday's session. And again, the big thing is we closed underneath it. That is the no-brainer for me. That is kind of what dug gold's grave for me right now. And again, we said to the guys literally last night, we want the retest. So you could have gone 2,300 flat and set a sell stop and a sell limit, and you would have been in this beautifully. That is turned around, going very, very nice and bearish. We have this lower support area, yeah. So again, that straight off the bat is going to be our area of interest we want to see being tested. Obviously, you had your push-up, so you had Asia highs, Asia lows. The retest, which you want there, was that spike, the high of the day. And then turn rejection, you've now had your 1, 2, 3, and the 4th time we break through. We always talk about that, your 3 golden touches, and then trading to the downside. There was your break, there was your retest, and now you have failed and carried on bearish. So I personally don't want to see gold going back up. If we're going to see anything, we just want to see a downward momentum to the support zone. And as I say, from there, it can continue to melt. Gold definitely got some very, very low numbers, but as you say, been quite bullish for a long time now. And now I think gold's going to have that fall coming into it. So you just don't make sure you don't get caught on the wrong side with gold. Otherwise, this is going to hurt you. But definitely for today, taking a more bearish outlook.
All right, Chad, and we're gonna finish things up here this morning. We've got 20 seconds till we open up these markets. Brand new week, big week. GBP USD bearish. Very easy to see why I'm bearish. We've taken a previous weekly high. We've closed bearish. We've engulfed last week's candle. I'm expecting us to come all the way down. Firstly to this level right here, and thereafter, if we cannot hold that level, we've got a little level in between here. And then we're going to take it level by level. There's 3 close proximity levels here that we need to monitor, but bearish on the week, very simply put. Daily time frame, beautifully bearish as well, closing right back into this range right here. Tight little range we're working with, coming all the way down here, quite a big area. But now remember what we said, we've already tested it once, twice, 3 times, so I'm expecting this time we are just going to flash through it, and that's going to become a resistance on the retest. So very simply put, bearish on the day for me. Chad, markets are open and in motion. Round 1, fight. All right, so we've got a, I don't know what horn that is, but anyways, the pilgrimage horn. Weekly pivot up there, and then we've got the weekly R1 up there, and then we've got the weekly S1 here. So 4 hour not that clean on GBP USD. Let's check the 5 minute. Where's the Asia ranges? Where's my Asian people? While we're talking about Asia, Chad, Hang Seng closing down almost 1%, and then Nikkei closing up almost 1%. So mixed bag. Bad day to be a China bull, good day to be a China bull in Japan. GBP USD, Asia lows down here, 12700. Monday, yeah, just gonna let it simmer. Euro USD weekly bearish, no top wick on that weekly flip. Interesting. Look at that, taking out a previous weekly high, engulfing it, breaking down. Very, very interesting, Chad. I'm bearish on the week. Daily also bearish, but now trading into a key level area, 107.50. There's that daily 200 EMA. We're going to need to see what we do there. Already quite extended. Okay, who's ready to sell low? Ooh, no, that's not what I want to move. I want to move. Ooh, Chad, give me a second. Okay, already at the weekly S1. Keeks, the way it's trading now makes it very interesting for Wednesday, eh?
Very interesting, brother.
Chad, yeah, honestly, very, very interesting. Let me just bring, hey, yo, Fubs, good luck, my brother. Good luck with that interview. I think he's already, bad day to be an interview, guys. Terrific day to be an interview. All right, there you go. And then quickly the yen pairs, neutral on the week for me. Big, massive bottom wick. We can go and fill that. Chad, I'm not in love with the yen pairs at all. Let's just check the 4 hour. Yeah, I'm not even gonna look at them if I'm honest. Yeah, no. Chad, I'm neutral on all of them due to the fact that we haven't had 2 consecutive bearish weekly candle closures. We've had these breakouts, but going into an interest rate decision this week with the BOJ, I'm not interested at all in the yen pairs. Yeah, look at this. 2 bearish daily candle closures, then back into this weird range. If you want to trade it, be my guest. For me, I'm good. I'm solid. Yeah, I don't know what is this thing doing. Yeah, I know. I think we're gonna focus on stuff that there's actually some extent of normality. The BOJ has not been normal. Alright, chat, there you go. We are into the new week. Dollar already starting to cause some havoc here. Kicks, would you also like a pullback just to go and close those gaps?
I would, but it
or
depends.
do you want it to just run away here now?
It depends, bro.
Must be interview day. Me too. Robert Moore, good luck, my brother. May you smash it. I don't know. They say imagine everyone's naked in the room. Then you've got nothing to worry about. But yeah, haven't tried it. I've only been for one interview my entire life, and that interview was over the phone. What did we miss in the chat? Yeah. Nvidia be like my back hurts. Bro, that's the thing. Nvidia, it's scary. It's scary to think that there's so much open interest into one stock. It is honestly scary for me. Just want to see what the JSE did this morning. Down 0.86. Bad day to be the JSE. JSE getting clapped here today. Sheesh. Dull hair. Keeks, the thing with the dollar is now this this makes my thesis a little bit tough, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. This makes my thesis a little bit tough.
Yeah, guys, as you understand, we're talking about Chris and myself are. We both see each other's possibly playing out, but we're both leaning in a bit of a different direction.
Yeah, it's weird. We both have a different.
We can see the other ones working where they're coming from, but it's that thing of your gut feeling.
We can actually say it now already. I'm looking for a super bullish dollar with CPI. Keegan's looking for a bullish dollar into CPI on Wednesday, and then the fade. So there you have it, 50-50. Who do you back, Keegan or myself?
I choose the economist.
Hey, what is the economist saying? Where's the economist today?
No, he's blocked off now.
How is he chalk now?
The economist just follows Shaq. So I don't know why he started to get honors just to follow someone else. But
is he following Shaq?
Yeah, he just follows what Shaq does.
Okay. Finding Kyle SA. I'm waiting on my entry on US30. US30. What are you doing with US30, my brother? You're looking to sell it. Chad, gold. I would not be surprised though. I would not be surprised looking at gold if we first do something like this today. Just spike these highs. You see that high there?
Yeah.
Just spike it and then actually getting the move during NYSE, Chad. Where we do that. Or do you guys think this single little sweep here is enough? Did they get enough here this morning? That little sweep there of this almost, let's call it, opening high? Or do you think they need to give it one more swing? Alright, DXY ranging at the highs, so this thing is getting ready to break out. Hi Chris, ek wil meer begin kyk na swing trading. Het jy enige goeie strategie vir dit op goud en has? Stefan. Morning guys, Chris, any copy trading says, would you recommend? Bought my second, want to trade. Social trading tools, they're very good. I have to be honest, social trading tools. I use Duplicum, but Duplicum is not as good. These guys, socialtradertools.com, very, very good. Very solid. Let me just bring it out so you can see the website, socialtradertools.com. A little expensive, but very, very solid. Stefan, jy kan letterlik presies wat ons nou doen met die pivots, maar jy trade dit op die 4 ure. So, jy kyk nog steeds volgens die sorry Chad, let me just switch back to English. Stefan, you're still going to use what we've got in the community education section. You're still going to use all of this, but now the only thing you do is you use your 4-hour time frame. So for instance, you'll look for your reversals or your continuations of a 4-hour time frame. Morning Chris, I was trying to create a Vault Funder account, but the site keeps telling me that network response was not okay. Got any idea what's going on? John, send me send a screenshot to support at vaultfunder.trade, please brother, so we can look into it. Are you actually referring to creating a brand new account, somebody registering for the first time? Dorian, yes, do not, maybe hit that reverse trade button. Okay, sells in on US30, US Tech and gold plus stop loss. Let me know. Let me now walk away from the screen, as that seems to work wonders for my trading. In Toko, a lot of times it does. Yes, brand new. Yeah, please send an email to that one. I'm also going to try and create a new account here on the side. Let me try and... Chad, as much as I'm bearish on gold, this is the previous daily low right here, guys. So 22.92. So if we start trading above this and we start trading above 22.95, I'm going to go for a quick scalp to the upside to retest that 2300. So just be aware, because also if the dollar is going to start rejecting here, I do think we can go and close that gap. That's if. There's a lot of ifs here. There's a lot of waiting and seeing what's going to happen with price. So as much as we've got a bias, we're still going to wait to see what price is showing us and where the order flow wants to go. So keep that in mind. We'll just check Vault Funder here. Yeah, Chad, this is the last week to get the actual 750 coupon when you join Project G. And the reason for it is it's just difficult with the way that the security is built in with the coupon codes. So it's just going to be a straight discount. You guys will get a very good discount. That's actually more than the 750 coupon. But if you were somebody that was looking to utilize the smallest account with the coupon, that's going to be the last week. And to join that is in the description of this video. I will also pin it, and also the indicator. Keeks, any changes that you want to facilitate on your indicator?
So far, nothing I'm going to make changes to, but there's a few little tweaks in the sense of like little things. For example, the one thing was we just forgot that the one part to change colors of those indicators. So that's just going to be added to edit it and customize it. So more just customizable things.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Chad, I'm very excited for my one. Friday just got so busy. It's actually sitting on a flash drive there. So big shout out to Frana Banana. Okay, let's quickly try this. ID number is required. Guys, how was the weekend? Weekend good. I'm gonna have to this weekly planner. Folding that thing's ears. Weekend good, guys. Again, hard saying user already exists. Okay, let's try this. All right, my brother, I was able to register now, so I don't know if it's something specific to you, but I just registered a new profile. So I don't know what is happening on your side, but please, we'll investigate it. Just email support. Keenan Benjamin, good morning. I did it by mistake and the other account was not doing so well. Morning chat, Keeks would be looking to sell US30 around 38,877. Alright, that's quite high up. That is also the daily EQ. Not a bad idea to sell up there, my brother. Definitely.
Not a bad idea, but I don't see it going all the way up there.
NASDAQ holding the dreams of many right in its hands. Gold. But why is this? Wait, what line is this? Is this? Oh, yeah, that's a line I put there. What is this line, my Chad? What is?
What lines you drawing there, bro?
Bro, I'm drawing prophetic lines here. What is this? This is just a random green line. Okay, so we're not close to the previous daily low. There's the previous daily low. Okay, very, very interesting. Daily flip zone. 22.95. I'm going to set some alerts right there. Let's see if we get that fake out maybe. And when I say fake out, that way it's going to look like it wants to stay above there. And then it's going to chalk. Are you in any trades? Finding Carl SA? No, my brother. The markets have been open for 19 minutes. Yeah, bro, no, not yet. We're just waiting at this stage. If you are in a trade 19 minutes into the new week, I have to commend you, Keegs. I think that's like just getting stuck in immediately, bro.
No, that's what you just like full send, bro.
Chad, that is like you going on, you getting married. You guys got to the venue at 8 and you're leaving the venue at 8:30 and you're just getting stuck in, my bro. You didn't even wait to slice the cake at the venue. You didn't even have starters. You only had those little snacks outside and you're already like, cheers, guys. Enjoy the wedding. I've got all of this for you guys, but I'm out. Peace and love, baby. See you guys on the other side. That's what 20 minutes into a new week is like. But we here for, you paid for the wedding. You maybe paid almost 200K for the wedding. You had to invite people you didn't really want to be there. Enjoy it. Grab some of the food. Your wife, if you stick to the plan, that is your forever. You say in your wedding vows, till death do us part. So there's going to be a lot of time for those shenanigans. So it's the same with trading. In and out wedding rocks, my bro. Some of the boys are just hungry to get stuck in. Alright, gents, Forex Insights. Hey, beautiful, beautiful. 1K views, damn, Ed. Sheesh, Ed, okay, while we are on this, Ed, my brother, will you be able to come in tomorrow to shoot some content for the Ultimate Trader? Yeah, we didn't even phone Ed. It's just like he's part of the plans. We just assume Ed is ready to execute. Sorry, make a note, please phone Richard Loud. Say, Chris, even if it's a Zoom call, I need to chat to him. We need to start picking up the pieces. Chris, I'm also trying to purchase a challenge using Ozar with FNB. It doesn't go through. Gibson, please email support@vaultfunder.trade. Give me 1 second. I'm also going to chat to somebody. Taking a loss first thing on a Monday morning is the pinnacle of testing your bro. That's the cuckest thing, Stian. Years ago, I would almost, I think Keegan was the same. Your first trade of the week, you want it to be good. You want it to be solid because that just sets
the
you.
tone, yeah.
And to just jump into, I bought with Ozar with FNB, couldn't have gone. You see, that's the weird thing. There's Stian, smooth as, anyway, smooth as Keegan in his younger days. Maybe he's not that smooth anymore. Or do you think you're still smooth, Keeks?
Yo, bro.
I rate you still have some res in you. Not a lot though, not a lot. But enough to get you around.
Yeah, really. You never just lose it all.
Friday giveaway. Maxwell, if you were one of the winners, you're getting your accounts today. We've already done 4. The other 5 I had to physically message and say, hey, please, I want to do the giveaway. Just send me your email. Why not purchase a vault funder via OTT? I struggled with my bank accounts but worked much better. Okay, gave the cap a rest, gigs. Yeah, bro, his airline was suffocating. That airline was Gigs is just giving it some room to breathe. We're done with the caps now, Gigs. For a bit.
For a bit, bro. For a bit. Nah, bro, to be fair, it was just my hair was driving me crazy because I was growing it out.
Yeah.
To like when I had to go now for the haircut, that he had something to work with.
When are you doing the French nip?
The French nip's taking a backseat,
backseat.
bro. Yeah.
Still busy with Keegan is just showing off the new fresh cut. Yes, Carl. The man is just like, I hope you guys see my hair. Chad, DXY, let's check. Still at the Asia highs here. Are we going for that gap fill? Are we going for the gap fill? US30 back at the weekly pivot. Weekly lows. I don't necessarily want to trade it yet, Chad. Not saying it can't run away here. Not saying at all it can't run away, but weekly lows. GBPUSD also currently at the previous Friday's daily lows here, struggling to do any type of work there. This is the weekly low, daily low. Your chat, I was honest, I was not expecting the dollar to do this amount of damage so early on in the week.
Yeah, this came a little bit out of nowhere.
Yeah, this I was thinking we were gonna hit these levels like end of the day, not trade here starting the session with an open gap here. So that is why things are a little bit different here now. Even looking at GU, for instance, GU trading at Friday's daily lows here, and I almost want to go on a limb and say if we can hold above this level here, if you can do some type of break back above, retest, hold, you can get a pullback all the way to Asia highs, and then even maybe a little bit deeper. Look at this. This is all open gap here, Chad. This is all open gap. There's that key level we spoke about there. So as much as I'm bullish on the dollar, this is a little bit uncalled for. This is unnecessary. Okay, here we go. Here we go, gold. Can we get that retest? Chad, I'm waiting for that retest here. AD is starting to flip a little bit bullish here. I'm looking for something here, a little longerino. Are we gonna get it? So monitor. Also looking at GU, potential longs above here. Here's the thing, Chad. If we start running away today, that just flips my thesis completely on its head for Wednesday. Like, in completely. That thesis I had for Wednesday goes out of the window, and yeah, then we've basically, I almost want to say, Chad, remember what I spoke about the Project G guys, remember what I spoke about the pricing in that duration, I then literally think if we run away today and tomorrow, we 80% there with the pricing in. Then there's not going to be much that the markets can really expect as a surprise, Chad. Then CPI becomes exactly the scenarios we spoke about, but it's now more lopsided to the one side. Okay, what is gold doing? Gold, beautiful. Okay, let's lock it in for gold. Chad, get your charts ready for gold. Remember what I said, the potential fake out may be here, but also if we do get the continuation, I'm ready to execute here. Daily flip zone right there. We have now officially flipped back bullish on the day. And gold could... Here's the thing. Gold could also, Keeks, weirdly enough, trade all the way back to 23.25 if we start holding above 2300. But I don't want to see it back above 2300 if we're going to continue bearish. Okay, here we go. Logan, I'm still waiting. There's two scenarios here. This is quite a key level, 22.95, 2300 major level, but this 22.95 level we can't see as a potential fake out. So trying to basically suck in the buyers from these lows here, and then trying to suck in the intermediate buyers like us that's trying to get a little break and retest and a hold here to then come all the way down, or this could be the pullback that we're waiting for one more sweep of the highs up here. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see what type of price action we're going to get here. Are we going to get some type of reversal play here? Because this is the daily flip. This little flip back above the daily open. Daily open is literally right there, the level. This flip above could be a little bit of a liquidity sweep just to get those buyers excited again to flip it back bearish. Or this is an actual flip to go and retest that 2300 level up here. So we're just going to wait and see a couple more minutes. Then we can see what's happening with gold at this level. Definitely think we can still see some... again, being Monday, it's Monday. We're going into one of the, I want to say, one of the biggest weeks in terms of the economic calendar. It is going to be a big week. Time is running out for the Fed to potentially cut. Time is running out for them to get ahead of the curve. And what I mean by getting ahead of the curve is the Fed going to react too slow? Is the US economy going to go into a recession before they start cutting and then it's too late? Then you're playing catch up again. So that is the thing. You have to find that happy medium where you do the rate cuts, but you also don't do it too early to reignite inflation. That's why Wednesday, very important. Nathan Williams, the thing with the hedging strategy, at one stage you're going to need to cut the one side. And when do you do that? What is a hedging strategy honestly about? There needs to be some type of advantage. Are you using a hedging strategy where there's positive swaps on the one side, where you try and build something? There was a Brazilian guy I followed on Twitter years ago. He's a mathematician. He built a portfolio out of 5 instruments that all are somehow correlated. He didn't make money on the positions, but he actually made money on the swaps. At one stage, he was holding it for like 2 years. The swaps on it was sitting at like $150,000. That is something you can do. different positions, gold, USD, CAD. It was literally 5 instruments that he had in there, and I don't know, he must have done some data matrix where he basically worked out that all of them are, let's say, inversely correlated, but all of them had positive swaps. And then all he did was he worked out for his portfolio to remain market neutral, and he just raked up those swaps every month. I think at one stage, I don't know where he sold out, but I actually asked him, when was it? I think 2 years ago, and he said no, currently the brokers changed a lot of the swaps. He hasn't been able to do something like that again. That's weird, Neil. I don't know. Anyone willing to show me their payout proof from Vault Funder? I will share my email or number for the proof. Devin Mees, ek wil wel glo. Enjoy, yes, sir. We cannot disclose the information. We actually had a chat this morning. We're gonna do a lot more interviews with the guys that got payouts. The unfortunate thing is with the Poppy Act, you cannot. I cannot even say, "Hey, John McWilliams, MacArthur got a 500,000 rand payout," because I first need him to sign documents stating that we are allowed to use his information, share that information. So compliance is busy getting a little bit of a disclaimer ready, so that when we do the interviews, that little document will then state that you are allowing us to use your information on the interview, and we are allowed to your account information in terms of the funded account stats. We can disclose that, but yeah, there's multiple guys. There was Angelo, there's Jean Lee, there was Shaq, actually, Shaquille. He's got a payout coming up. I think it's this week, if I'm not mistaken. Shaquille has got a payout coming up. We have, there was a local guy, I still want to get him on. Massive payout from a relatively small account. There's 2 guys that actually, the one that almost 50K on 140,000 rand account. The guy, in terms of percentages, I think that was still the biggest to date. Then in terms of biggest payouts, I think is still the guy from Poland. We want to get him on as well. That was close to 100,000 rand. So but yeah, there's no issue with the payouts. You can ask anybody. We have, and again, this is fact. Remember, we are FSP. Vault Funder is a registered financial services provider. So anything that I disclose here to be fact, if it's not fact, you can go to the FSCA. You can go and report. Vault Funder, but basically. FSP, financial services provider, you can lodge any complaints with the FSCA if there is any. So again, one of the reasons why I say Vault Funder is above the rest is because we are the only ones complying to a regulator. Even though the industry is not regulated, we've went into discussions with the FSCA. They said, do your best to follow the compliance guidelines that are there for a financial services provider. When the regulation comes in full force, you will already be ahead of the curve. Minor changes, so we still adhere to all of that. So again, fact, we have not rejected a single payout. All right, Logan. Good luck, my brother. Darren got his account back. I saw. Chris, why is it if I said, okay, we chatted about that, Devon Mees, let him go elsewhere, let him safe. Hey, Slashy. Any tips for passing a funded account? Follow the process, my brother. Yeah, bro. David, is it you? Are you the one that got that payout? Slash and enjoy this. Come on, guys. Facts, no finance. Any tips for funded? Logan Stevens. Funny how people still think doesn't give payout. Yeah, bro, Angelo was... here's Angelo actually in the chat.
Wait, what happened?
No, he was asking about proof. And I said... And here's the thing, Chad. Before that payout, I didn't know Angelo from a bar of soap. And... yeah, I don't know. No, that's why I said... Keeks, what did I say this morning in the meeting? I still said I thought we bridged this gap of the payout thing being something, and I was like, clearly not, because people are still asking that question. Will I get my payout?
Yeah.
And again, this is fact, Chad. I'm not stating even if there's something that a trader did wrong, where we can deny his payout, where, for instance, did something that's not in line with the terms and conditions of use. I will say, like, we've denied a payout based on the fact that he was doing X, Y, and Z or whatever. But till today, we have yet to deny a single payout. Fabs, how did it go? Did you get the job? Oh yeah, Chad. Yeah, okay. Roaring Kitty. Keeks, how do you like that? 670,000 live viewers concurrently.
That's insane, bro. That is insane.
Chad, I was sitting there and I was like, we've got 250 people on here. That man had 600 at the peak, 670,000 people live. 2G's trading, which challenges have you guys passed? We haven't passed any, Robin. We're just here for vibes. Gigs, have you passed challenges?
Okay. I passed maths. If that counts.
No, but Robin, I'm joking. Me and Robin was slogging it out on the weekend. Guys, Dota, 2G's Dota team, Gigs, then you need to create a first-person shooter team for the 2Gs.
Yeah, bro, I'm getting back into the Dota thing, but I'm not going to have the boys stressed over me getting lost in the forest. Yeah, the first-person shooters and that, bro, yeah, they guys can have me. I'll clutch up for you boys.
Because I'm living a normal trader life, these people expect us to flex our payouts and scream it every day. There you go guys. Robin, no, we've passed multiple challenges. How long does the first payout take? 30 days. 30 days.
If you even just go to IG, I think I've posted a few times all of my certificates and stuff.
Chris, I asked you this on Friday, but is there anything you would have done different on NFP? In Torn, no, not at all. Not at all. The reason I say that, I'm going to flip over now. I just want to see how this 5-minute closes. Then I'll show you why I wouldn't have done anything.
Just one thing, sorry, Chris. Before Chris even goes on and talks about it, like, fundamentally, there's nothing. But even guys, you have to understand where we say we full bought. That top wick was bigger than what we were risking when we were in profits. So you have to understand, if we sold, that top wick would have taken us out as well. So no matter what we did, we were never going to come out of that trade alive on Friday.
No. Okay, let's see. Gold is not gonna close above there. Let's see. Chad, remember I talked about this potential fake out. Here's the thing why I say I wouldn't have done anything different. If you go on the daily with the dollar, not the daily, the weekly. This weekly candle at one stage was bearish. It was still respecting the swing high formation here. We were still trading below that support level. We were still trading below a previous weekly low. So at one stage, last week's weekly candle was looking something like this. And why I say that was liquidity is because look what it did. It was trading for the most part below a previous weekly low and then completely flipped bullish. And that is why, for me, the formation was not showing any bias. Then also, US30, looking at the daily, I spoke about it. I said very easily, if you go to Friday morning's analysis, I said I'm purely looking for a push up to that level. And then what we do at that level, that's none of our concern. We want to get in here, and we were actually trading here. We untested, that level was untested before the release. 5 minutes before the release, everything was still showing me bullish divergence. Look at this. The 80 was still showing me that the bulls were in control. The EMAs were still pushing bullish. We were still trading above a previous structure level. So at no stage would I have wanted to go bearish. And then anyways, what I said was, what happened at the end of the day, I said this thing is going to range. So took the lows, took the highs, and then came all the way back in the range. So nobody actually won. If you didn't take your profits off, nobody won in this exchange here. So no, I'm being very honest with you. I digested everything. I went through everything. The only thing I will say, however, is going into the event, I was not a big fan of NFP. And I said it so many times, where Keegan will also say it. For the most part, NFP this year has not been as big as CPI. And even for the last 2 years. And the reason is, we spoke about it yesterday, is that nobody started started hiking rates because their labor market was at full employment. Nobody said, oh fuck, our unemployment is so low, we need to start hiking rates. No, yeah. They started hiking rates due to inflationary pressures, not the labor market.
But also the thing is, I've always said to guys, NFP is the harder one of the two, because it's so much easier to get mixed data, because NFP is not the main event. There's 3 news releases that come out at the same time, where CPI is 1 news release that comes out. So NFP, it's a lot easier to get the mixed data, which we got, for example, NFP, and yet unemployment claims also go in the complete opposite way.
I just need to run to the bathroom. Sio Lise Ngobeni. Is that Ngobeni? You don't only have 5 days. You have minimum. You have to trade for a minimum of 5 days. Your days are unlimited. So you just need to at least trade for 5 days. So please, brother, you have
Mr. Rattle in the building.
You have 100 days if you want to complete it, not just 5. Sorry, brother. So relax. Shit, if we had to give you 5 days, the fact that you still bought the challenge, Siolisi,
you could trade it, Bob.
send me. I want to give you another account, because just for having the ability to say, listen, yeah, I'm going to tackle this with
challenge
5 days.
Accepted.
Siolisi, yeah, please screenshot your YouTube profile. Send me a WhatsApp message. I'm going to give you another account because I respect that. But also, I'm going to tell you to read, my brother. if you can read, you can get very far in life. And if you look here, if you look at the technicals here, it says minimum trading days. Just means that you have to at least place one trade every day, not in concession, but just at least in your step one, you should have traded for 5 days. All right.
So let's just say if you pass that account in 1 day, you just at least in minimum take a trade, one trade for the next 4 days. Like just open and close it, and then you can.
I have to pee. Look at gold. We're just waiting for gold here. I'm coming now. Let me run. Shit, that thing breaks now.
I love it whenever Chris needs to trade, he needs to pee at the same time. Have you guys ever noticed that, Jared? I don't know, maybe he gets nervous. But it's like, as the trade is setting up, my boy always needs to go pee. Oh, the Mr. Rattle in the building. How you been doing, brother? I don't know if you're still here. Yes, it's been a long time, bro. Trade must make him nervous. For all the OG guys, for all my gym bros out here, what do we rate? Are you guys team oats or team cream of rice? What are you guys? I'm still here, my bro. Hey. Team oats. Damn, guys. To be fair, I must even say I think I'm also a bit more team oats. I must say I prefer the cream of rice though as a pre-gym than having oats pre-gym. I feel like oats is a bit too thick for me. But yeah. None like soft porridge. Hey. He's got it in the market maker. I reckon he needs to go consult with his Tokoloshi in the toilet before he Team Steel cut oats. Hey. Oats and team. Hey, the gents know what's up here, guys. Sheesh. A creamy meal is a banger, yeah. Only if it's the cream of rice, ultimate porridge from Nutricon. Oats, I can't. Bro, thank you. I'm so glad someone said that. Guys, if you guys don't use Nutricon, so I'm purely only use Nutricon with a lot of my supplements. They just next level, but their cream of rice, it is so smooth. It's not lumpy. It's not, Nutricon's cream of rice, hands down the best ultimate porridge.
Rydal Fix in the house, Chad. Rydal, let me know if you're still in the chat here.
Oh, he just messaged now.
Rydal, I shoot straight, and I'm going to shoot you straight with this one. People, and again, Chad, I've said it, so many of you were saying, listen, yeah, Rydal sold out this and that and this. Rydal, I'll still back you, my brother, and I also told the guys, here's the thing, that event, first, I think this is the first ever event Rydal went to. And I still said we cannot put Rydal on a pedestal. Yes, Chad, I think sometimes what you do is you put Rydal on a pedestal, you put us on a pedestal, all of us, we're still human. Rydal will not be able to fit in everybody's box. So everybody, the one guy would have said, Rydal, why don't you take pictures with everyone? One guy would say, Rydal, why did you take pictures at all? The other guy would say, Rydal, why were you even at the event? So you're not gonna please everybody.
I think he should have been at the event. He deserves to be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rydal was at the event. Also, me personally, if I was Rydal, I told you guys, now you've got a situation where these are the guys you are exposing to an extent, and now you're at an event with them. I wouldn't know how to deal with it. Socially, I'm awkward. This weekend, one of our viewers walked up to me. He's like, hey, Chris, I'm William, whatever. And I'm like, William. And I still don't know how to act when somebody's like, oh, I know you from the stream, this or that. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay. Nice. So again, what do you do? Do you keep it civil? Do you chat a little bit? Do you mix it up? So for me, I'm here. Listen here. If Rydell didn't do anything for us to now say, listen here, the man sold out. I don't know. I told you guys, I still give my boy the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And ultimately, yeah, we'll see Rydell very short. I don't know when Rydell will come through. But
I think that's something we spoke about now. What Rydell's saying is, we actually spoke about it in our meeting today, guys. When you're also on a pedestal or in the eye of all these like people, you also have to behave in a certain manner. You can't start flipping your mood and flicking his oaks and cheating them and cause a scene, because like you said, you'll be kicked out. So you also have to behave in a certain manner, which I think a lot of people forget about that. But at the same time, Keys, I come and see on Alex G's likes of his recent post. Don't you hate the guy? Bro, I can't hate someone I've literally never spoke to, never had a conversation with. I've nothing in that sense. I don't hate the guy. There's a lot that's been going around. He was quite a controversial one. I do like what he does. He is creative. But no, I don't hate him. We just said there's a bit of controversy around his trading at the moment. Was not really at the moment anymore. But no, I don't hate the guy.
Chad, look at that previous daily low. Go back on the session. Gold.
Also, brother, sorry, I know you're looking to take gold, but you've got a meeting in 5 minutes, eh?
Do I have a meeting in 5?
Yeah.
Ooh, Chad, I've got a meeting in 5. It won't be long though.
I just had to remind you.
DXY getting that pullback as we chatted. Keeks. Okay, let's change it. Here's the thing. Chad, I wanna flip. I'm not gonna be able to manage it with you guys. Yes, yeah, I completely forgot. Not forgot about it, but I got locked in here on gold. Chad, very, very aggressive to enter it here somewhere, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Because remember what I talked about being a fake out. So what you could see is you could enter here, you could break above, and then just come all the way back down, and this all being the fake out. But also on the other side, I did say I want a retest of 2300. This is a valid continuation trade. So if you wanted to take it, if you take it here, Chad, I would have loved to take it. Your stop is 30 pips. And in terms of management, you can't really manage it purely due to the fact that your invalidation point is going to be here once you break back below the structure level here. So then you might as well just sit it out. In terms of if you execute here, this will be, I want to say, your Asia high target, because we're going to go for that sweep there. That will be your target. And also in terms of management, I want to say once you get above here, literally above there, go break even. It shouldn't stall there if it's going long. Let me just, I'm going to need to prep for that meeting now. There. Once you hit that level, you can go break even. The other one is the hourly is closing now. Let's just check the hourly. Hourly is closing bullish. The other scenario, if you want to, is wait for this hourly to close, wait for a bottom wick to form, and then on the flip of the hourly, you can also take it to go for that high. But personally, I cannot enter trade. I'm not going to be able to manage, but I'm bullish while above 22.95. But if not, I'm just going to keep keep this, take a screenshot if you want to enter longs. I gave you the 2 scenarios how I would have managed it. I like the longs. I'm expecting the dollar to potentially pull back, fill that gap. And if that's the case, there you go. Over to Keegan's screen chat. I'll be back in most probably 10 minutes.
Cool. Alright guys, I'm still going to watch the gold trade. Obviously I'm looking at it from a different aspect, but still going to watch.
Over to your screen, Keegs.
Yeah, cool brother. Yeah, Dylan, the thing is, let the people like what they want to like. They got real character. Keeks and Chris trade live every day. You simply don't have to question a thing. Ryle calls these guys out live too. Let's relax. The thing is, from my side, like, that's the thing, guys. Personally, I don't think Chris and I have never said we have an issue with Alex G. Like, Chris got blocked because he called out his company. And yeah, so Chris doesn't like it, but it's not like he hates the guy. And the same thing with me. Like, keep in mind, guys, we still did a challenge at a time in like inspired by Alex G doing that challenge. So that's the thing. I've never said I don't like Alex G. For example, if you ever saw me liking I don't even know who I'd say in the industry I hate. Like, that's the thing. There's no one in the industry I've bumped heads with that bad. I mean, for example, even I was going to say Joe Ash and them, but I wouldn't even say I hate the guys, bro. Like, for us, it's like that boys being boys banter with those type of guys. So, like, even for me, there's not really someone in the industry I'd say I hate. Like, that's the thing. So, I can't even think. Like, I think it's just when people get to that level, it's getting almost petty. So, yeah, if there was someone, for example, where they got into a fight, like, I know Chris has got into like a proper debate with some guys where then they start bringing family into it, and then I can 100% understand where you come from. But from my side, bro, I haven't had anyone. We've had that typical boys banter type of stuff. So, yeah, nah, bro. It takes a lot for me to hate someone and then have them in that aspect. But yeah, we'll also sort out the slippage situation. What slippage, brother? I don't know what slippage you're talking about. If you got slipped on a news event, I mean, that's not a situation. That's news events. That's in the T's and C's. That's in the thing that we tell you, that we state that you are allowed to trade news, but you will be slipped. There's a very, very good chance of it. And that's not a vault funding problem. That is a liquidity provider problem. Every single prop firm will have that. So just let me know what slippage problem you're talking about there, bro. Even I've recently had slippage. Like, yeah, that's a liquidity problem. So, liquidity provider LP problem. I got slipped on Friday with 60 plus pips on my stop loss. Okay, Angela, so when you're saying Friday, are we talking about the news? Are you talking about trading NFP? XM2, yeah, it's all there. Thoughts on gold. We're looking for the longest at the moment. We've had that low, Asia highs untested, so we're looking at that possible retest of the 2300. What about Mr. Economist? Yeah, I'd say someone like that, bro. Again, I wouldn't even say I hate the dude. It's just the thing of I don't have time for him. And again, I don't even have him on my socials because he's like irrelevant to my life. I don't even need to see him. I always say, guys, that's the thing. At least, like, again, we use these boys all the time as an example. But again, Darren, Joash, we can use them because, again, it's friendly banter, bro. Like, we're having fun with it. And again, they actually are someone that can kind of come back at us. When you're someone that's got like 100 followers, I'm not taking that away from you. But my thing is, what you say or do is kind of irrelevant in our lives right now. So the same thing with anyone. If you go flipping, if you think The Rock is a dumbass, you can go comment on that. I don't think he's going to reply to you. It's irrelevant. So, yeah. That's the thing, bro. That man forgets it. That little economist. Because again, I don't even have him on stuff, but I have all the messages of him begging to come work in the office with us and be here with us, and he'll move here. We just need to confirm, we must give him like a type of situation that he'll know he will be here and he'll be okay. But like, we were messages of him that he's pissed off other traders, that he's hiding from them, and like, that's the thing, you forget all this stuff, bro. And then when your ego gets in the way, you want to try and flip a lid. Aish. I got flipped on. Yeah, Angela, just confirm there, bro. Was that on NFP? Amazing, bro. Thoughts on 2387.67? 2387.67. Yet if we had 87, bro, bearish. That you're taking out the lows of the day and the low of last week. There isn't a prop in the world who won't have slippage with on news events, even the volatility. Way too fast to execute in time. Like I said, guys, just think of it this way. You would have sent a message from America to South Africa, and you need to like print the document, sign the document, print it, and send it back to America in 1,000th of a second. That's basically what trader news event is. It's just the liquidity, the LPs and them, it is just too fast for them to even track it, and that's how it gets there late, and then that's where you get slipped. That's how it works in a very, very simple explanation. Keys, what do you think about short selling as a method of doing business takeovers morally? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna say give you an answer too much on that, because I don't know that much on it. I can't really say I have an opinion or morals on it because I don't really actually know that much about it, if that makes sense. So just again, I always say people, if we've got a viewers here, I don't want to give an opinion or type of statement and I can't back it up in any sense. So yeah, I don't want to necessarily comment on something I don't really know that much about. Yo, what's happening with Keys? Hope you are well, brother. No, dude, doing amazing. Hope you are well as well. Keegan, what was 750 Rand? Wait, what? Shaden, what are you talking about? What was 750 Rand? What are you referring to? I'll ask Chris when he comes back, looking at it. Just wanted your thoughts. It's all good. No, bro. Definitely talk to Chris about it. When he's back, ask him the question. He'll definitely be able to give you an answer on it. I think I maybe know where you're going with it, man, but I know where the situation was happening with it quite recently. So, yeah, Chris will be able to answer that more for you. Project G, 750 Rand. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Project G, 750 Rand a month. I say, guys, I'm still waiting. Nothing on the cards yet for me. DXY, keep in mind, the one thing is we are now breaking underneath that zone, that support zone. So if we are under here, we are now failing at support. Asia low start coming on the cards and that gap fill. So just keep an eye on that one. You are seeing indices. NASDAQ staying under Asia lows, which we spoke about, and US30 coming back, finding that support at the weekly pivot. So we just want to keep that one in mind. But as I said, indices, you guys know I don't trade in New York session. So really, gold's just the only thing on the cards right now. So we're just going to see what happens here. Was monthly signals or what exactly? So okay, Shaden, I think you just need to get to phrase your questions better. But what Prodigy, the website's actually going to be launching this week, so all the info will be on the website. But Prodigy is basically our membership group. So yes, I would say you get signals. You have trade alerts. That's what we go with. So you got trade alerts. But you've also got weekly prep calls, you got educational calls, you got boot camps. Every 2 weeks, you got the longer term boot camps where we do a lot more education into it. You've also got all major news events trading. You also get exclusive discount codes. There's a lot more that's also coming in the future. Once a month, we always have a winner from the community that we choose to fly out, spend about 2 days with us. So once a month, there's guys that will be winning prizes. And then there will also be other prizes and giveaways we do specifically in the community for the guys to win prizes like monitors, things like that. Really just to give back to the community. So it's not a signals thing and completely that, but it's a very, just if you want to say, a next level membership that we want people, community, we want people to be a part of. And that's for whether you are a new trader, a veteran in trading, whatever it is. There was a Google form where you'll be able to get that 7% discount on your prop accounts. Yeah, Mestizio. So what that is one of the exclusive discounts. Is how it also works is you almost get the membership for free because you get the exact value you sign up for. You get as a discount code to go buy a Vault Funder account at the same time. How's it, Keegan? How much for a lifetime mentorship? No lifetime, brother. We just have that monthly fee. Was monthly signal? Yeah, thank you, gentlemen. No problem. Are you talking about on the Discord? It's a traders club. You get exclusive access to indicators, and virtual events, weekly calls. Yeah, the same thing. We have quarterly. There will actually be in-person events. So you guys will get first priority to all the members for that with the discount codes for those events. That's just the quarterly stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot that Project G has. Blue Farmers Cambodia, Keys, please just lol. Damn, bro. I think that's something we will have to look at. I think flying the guys out monthly will be a thing on the T's and C's of being in South Africa. If you do win, I think we will maybe just send you something. Because I think that'll just be a bit more for some international guys. But yeah. That's amazing, bro. Yeah, lifetime memberships are typically a money grab. Yeah. The thing is, so Rolio actually made a video about that where you're saying how, like, for example, you sign up for a lifetime membership. If that lifetime membership is closed, or even if you do something wrong, if you kicked on that, like, technically you should be refunded because you paid for a lifetime of something. So, yeah, it gets interesting when you start doing that stuff. But no, there's no lifetime things. The thing is also monthly. It's the same as, like, think of it like a gym contract. You can be there and stay there, get the benefits, because at the same time, another thing is there's a reward program for the guys that are there over a certain amount of time and doing this and this activity on the groups and stuff like this. There is also a rewards program for the group to actually reward you that you've also been there for however long and stuff like that. So that's another thing. But it's just the idea that, you know what, if you think, you know what, you don't get your value for money, you're not actually happy with it, or you've even just decided I don't want to be there anymore, by all means, then you finish up and you just don't renew the next month. And if you do, then you carry on. So it just allows people that you're not forced into something where you don't feel like, you know, I paid for so much money for this thing, but after 2 months you don't feel it's even worth it. So doing the monthly thing also just allows guys to actually willingly be a part of something still. We aren't in anything as of yet though, guys. I am watching DXY and I am watching gold, but nothing as of yet. But as I say, guys, obviously I do know it's been hard. That's why we haven't expected it to push the way it has. And that's also why you'll see we haven't really been promoting it in the sense like on our IGs and stuff like that, purely because we're waiting, because again, you're going to promote something and you're going to get 1,000 messages of what is Project G. So that's also why once the website's up, we will have that. Then you guys can go, it'll have all the answers, it has FAQs, it has everything there. So what you can get from the group, what's included in it, all that type of stuff. So yeah. And the thing is also, like, I think we were just talking about that while we were waiting. The thing is, guys, Project G is not just trading. It's an insight to everything. So again, looking at, like last night, we had a very nice, insightful chat about stocks for guys that want to do investing. So, you know, it's yes, there's the trading, but there's also an aspect into so much more. As I say, it's a family, it's a community. So we want to talk about all overall wealth. So as a trader, a lot of people won't talk to you about this, but trading is not the end all be all. Trading is what opens the doors for you. So once you've got the money, now it's a case of, now how do you start making your money work for you? How do you start investing your money? How do you get into property? How do you do this? How do you do that? How the big ones, how's the best ways to be tax efficient? And those are the things we will start talking about more and more and more. So it's almost an outreach into everything that we have knowledge in. Those weekly prep calls have been awesome. Project G Start has been fire. Hey, Bevan, appreciate it, brother. Excuse my typo. Yeah, no, it's been good, bro. I must say, I think both the weekly prep calls so far have actually been literally spot on. Last week, we spoke about what the DX1 was going to do. We spoke about it again this week. We spoke about what gold was going to do. As I say, NFP that's a hit and miss, but that's the thing with NFP. But we are very, very in depth for CPI, and the same thing. The group for us, for example, the Project G members, we'll sit there together, literally on a flippant hour call if we have to, and we'll actually all be going through FOMC live. So, for example, guys that want to trade FOMC, but for example, if they want to watch the press conference and they don't really understand what they need to be watching out for, if Powell says something, they might just be like listening, like you're listening but you don't understand what that means, and like where we hear something, be like, oh shit, he just said that, we can already be like, right now, buy, sell, do whatever you need to do, so we can help break them down actually what he's saying in a more terminology and understanding way. So even things like those press conferences will be live with our community. So yeah, this week I think is going to be a very, very good week for the group. They get insight to the testing strategies, they get all these type of things. But yeah, I think this week's going to be a good week. Project G's tops, love this. Hey, Forbes. Sorry, brother, how'd the interview go? I know Chris asked you earlier. I didn't see your reply or anything. How'd the interview go? And I don't know what's happening now, bro. If top traders, like my videos are getting more traction or something, but it's like literally last week, now again, they're just posting the reels again now. So I don't know. I'm loving it still, but I don't know why all of a sudden now, like so much later, they're posting like reels of my interview. Produce pretty money on Wednesday, bro, 100%. And guys, I want to touch on this for a second. So this is something someone asked me, because we went big on Friday for NFP, and someone asked me, yeah, Keek, so you gotta drop your risk a bit now on Wednesday. And I said, bro, in all honesty, I'm not. I'm going in the exact same. And I said, the thing is, if I dropped my amount because, hey, I took a loss on Friday, and again, this isn't financial restraint, I'm just going, hey, I lost, so let me drop. Not because I need to, like I can still afford to go in on that same amount, and I drop it, I'm no longer a trader. Then I'm a gambler, because now I'm trading off gambler's edge. I lost, so probability is not with me. Let's lower the risk till I'm winning again, and then I'll up it again. That's gambling. Trading, you do something on an educated guess. There's the cost of doing business, and you're not going to be 100% right. So the same thing as you say when you trade a funded account, like you risk the same amount of risk per trade. So just, it's something a lot of people spoke to you about. I just want to remind people about that. When you start doing that, there's two things. Either you were never in the position to risk that, and you were technically full on over leveraging, or again, you are not being a trader. You are gambling, and that's just the harsh reality of it. So again, you guys will see, same as I did with the project guys, I will load up my account, I will post the account when it's ready to trade, and we go again, whether I win or lose. But that's the thing, guys. Same thing, if you're on a bike, if you're in an accident, the worst thing you can do is stay off. You got to get back on that bike and go again. So trading, losses are part of it. Get used to it if you want to be in this game, but you just make sure you come back a million times better. In the words of the pastor, the comeback is always stronger. So let's just see, and we kill it on Wednesday, guys. Keeks, I'm going to be busy around 12. I want to deliver a small package quick. I don't think we will, bro. I think Chris has a meeting at 2. So no, 12 o'clock, I think we're free, bro. Busy fishing for jobs still, or getting options all over. I have offers already for Bermuda, but my focus is Netherlands, so waiting for been real good. Oh damn, bro, so you plan obviously to go overseas now? That sounds sketchy. Why do you think he is so low energy today? He needs his coach. Bro, and you know the worst thing is I didn't even have a late night last night. Like, I was in bed, watched the F1, and the F1 finished and I was out, bro. Like, I didn't even have a late night, but I don't know. Yo, I think this is Monday, bro. Mondays. You're leaving end of the year for sure, Keeks. Probably early December. Hey, alright, brother. Oh, no matter where it goes, bro, I hope it goes well. Obviously, I mean, we'll stay in touch with how things are going. But I wish you the best in it, brother. You can help us go international. You'll be our little outreach agent overseas. I think Jason Larkin, that's here in the chat. I think he's also in Netherlands, if I'm correct. Yo, guys, I'm not gonna. Maybe we'll drop a little thing here for you, but you guys just gonna have to wait and see. But maybe there might be someone else with me in the New York stream sometime this week. The big man might be for Wall Street stations this week. So you guys just gonna have to watch out. You're gonna also have a full-on gold focus trader and full-on US30 trader. So just keep an eye out for that. There's a few sessions this week. He will be in the hot seat here with me. For sure, best believe I'll watch daily still. Hey. Shaquille. It's me, guys. I'm gonna be with Keys. I trade you. Yeah, guys. Edgar found out the hack of how you apply SMC to indices, and it's just been banging, bro. Just been killing it. Alright, so DXY not breaking under that zone yet, Chad. It's holding. So we gotta be a bit careful here. It could be down on Joas. They trade everything to you. Yeah, I see DD got his account back. Bro, I must say though, life's bleak actually. Yeah, not seeing those guys anymore. Seeing the crap they used to get up to. It used to be like a good laugh, like on the daily. Now it's like it's not there anymore. It's not the same, bro. New strat STD. Oh, just gotta be patient, yeah. Yeah, the Mondays are slow. Oh my word. Guys, here's a question for any of my boys at Jerry Rod. What would it take for one to become an asset to your group? You kind of just need to stand out a bit. We need something that's different. You can't just be another sheep in the field. Yeah, it's that's obviously if you want to become a part of the traders, but the rest, obviously, it's just a case of, I mean, the PAs, media teams, support, stuff like that. Yeah, I think the support in them at the moment is it's just a case of the company growing. As they grow, we will like have more positions up for grabs. But as the media team, I think the media as well, it comes to a sense of you got to show us your skill, what you can do. It's a bank holiday, that's why, yeah. Brother Key, since we're still waiting for chance, I wanted to suggest a show for you to check out. It's called The 8 Show, 10 out of 10, The 8 Show. What's it on, bro? Probably the easiest strategy to understand. Yeah, just let me know about that, bro, The 8 Show. But yo, back to what I was saying, guys. For all the boys out there, my brothers who ride, or even the ladies if you also ride, and not that type of rider, you guys, the normal like motorbikes ride. You got two choices. What are you going? S1000 RR or Ducati Panigale? What are we going with? I used the last one, 2 out of 10. CPI is looking so interesting. Yeah, bro. We locked in for CPI. Panigale, nothing beats a good, bro. For me, the Panigale is like the hands down. I've always loved the S1000 RR, but the Panigale, bro. Oh, that is a sexy bike. S1000. Bonus, get HP4. Ooh. BMW 100% 1000R. I think you go for the few. 100,000. Oh, have you been to your nearest doctor? Might have the Ducati. Also, the dry clutch you have to send all the time to stop the rattling. Hey, a pro rider keeps trusting. Hey, Bevan, are you, bro? Hold up. I don't know, are we joking yet? Or Bevan, you really a pro rider, bro? So that is the one thing, bro. Like at this point, for me, Ducati would be hands down. But obviously, because of us living here in the ghetto here in GQ, the servicing and that will be a bit of an issue for it. But I mean, those type of bikes, if I'm correct, you literally can get away servicing them like once a year. So I mean, if I has to do a trip once a year to Cape Town or Joburg, that's not a problem. But oh damn, bro, I think we were talking about it the one time we were gaming. I think we spoke about it when you were telling me after when you showed me that bike you redid. I think now I'm remembering, bro. I'm remembering now. Yeah, it was professional. Yeah, moment has been waiting for. Take it away, boy. Nah, Bev, I remember that now, bro. We were chatting when we were playing X Defiant. I do remember now. Smurfy's better. Definitely part of the traders and noted, bro. Awesome. They say I don't know if you have socials, like what your social presence is like. As I always say, it's not about that. I mean, not throwing my boy under here, but obviously like Jeff doesn't have the biggest social presence. But yeah, so it's not about that necessarily, but yeah. You obviously, just like I say, we don't want people that are sheeps. You need to be standing out a little. What if we get a Smurfy Ducati? I feel like there might be a sin though. Like, I don't know if they'll be right. I said to Jay, we must turbo it, bro. 100%. 100%. Just have some fun with it. We said too, we might even just like have it at the new compound and have it there just for like catch on cuck. Because you've got quite a bit of like big area at the back and that. So, you know, just to have some fun with it. Drop it a cut emote in there. What if I'm a blue sheep in the field? I will stand out. No. The 8 shows on Netflix, Brother King. Some intense stuff will keep you on your toes every episode. Okay, no, bro. I'll definitely check that out. Is it a new release? I'm still waiting for Jeff to send the instruction on how to win it. Bro, you got to remind that man. That man's head's all over the place at the moment. Yeah, guys, so this is exactly why we are still waiting. So we are just chilling out at the moment, waiting for gold. DXY holding that zone, so luckily we did not get caught in that fake out. If you take Ducati, must be Bengali V4 Ducati red in that color starting price. Bro, I've seen it. I've seen that. The V4 is so good though. It is good. Yeah, the V4 is nice, but my thing is, bro, as much as we say, that's a lot of money for a bike, bro. It's a lot of money for a bike. Like, I don't mind getting a little toy on the side, but yeah, as I say, this being a little toy for the weekends and stuff, it's a lot of money for that. Let me just change the song, guys. Keys not it would be that enjoyable. Introduce on Mace is still relatively new. Okay, cool. The music sound like Jonas Brothers. Hey, it's 250 to be exact at the Ducati shop. Okay, but I think that's brand new. I think, like I said, I actually saw one with a similar price that Riyadh was talking about. I think that's the second hand what you're looking at. If you go in box, if a naked, must be the KTM Super Duke R. Yeah, the Super Duke R isn't bad, bro. The only thing for me is, so my mate actually bought like a brand new one now the other day out the box. Very, very nice, but he said it's the most irritating shit he's ever had to drive. So the technical and like all the technology on it. So for example, this bike's got lane assist, which he says is actually quite a freaking dangerous thing. So he says if he wants to change lanes, like how you are when you riding a bike, that bike will actually throw you back into your lane because it feels like you dozing off or something. So you lean this way to go out to overtake or whatever the case is, and the bike literally throws you back. So he says, like, and then obviously you get thrown, now it's momentum, and you're trying to throw, and you start going all over the place with this bike. So he says it's actually quite a dangerous thing. And you can have it turned off, but if you want to have it turned off, you have to go back to KTM, and it's like 89,000 Rand for them to turn that off. So yeah, he's actually starting the bike now. Beautiful bike, but yeah, the new technology on them with all the safety features, it gets a bit irritating. Thank you, bro. I just saw my 990 biggest mistake ever. Keys on 990 Super Duke was insane. No anti-wheelie and has too much power. Proper rider's bike. Hey, I must say, bro, I don't know if my boy Carl, if he's still, I think he's also still, we had a family friend who had a 990 Super Enduro. Bro, that thing was madness. That thing was crazy. Those twin pipes out the back, bro, that thing was insane. I'm sure it was a 990. But insane bike. That's a simple technical adjustment on the bike. I followed what you explained, and you can get a quick hack from most modding shops. Oh, okay. They're bringing the 990 back 2035. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's even something as a toy, bro, to look at then. I won't lie, that one looks so clean. Yeah, those. But my only thing is, like, if I had to get like something that style, then I'm going full on off road, and then that's the thing, guys. I'm sorry, because I can hear already you KTM boys are gonna go at it, but I'm a Husky fan, bro. I'm a Husky boy. King X, CPI and FOC in one day. It's going to be crazy. Keys, are you going to trade both events? Yeah, I'm going to, bro. Just depends if I'm crying still after CPI. But yeah, I'm going to be trading both. But as I said to the guys, it is mad. Maybe I have, but for me, even the time I've been trading, bro, going on like 7 years, I honestly can't even think of a time I've seen CPI and FOMC on the same day. So that's a very, very rare occasion. Most Indians have left the chat. Our parents' wives don't like us having parks. I know. I did one day test it on a husky, and straight away I had to pull my G-string out of my butt cheeks, got back. Damn it, Bev. Nah, I think that's the thing, bro. So it's funny enough. So I'm obviously a husky boy, and my brother's a big KTM boy. So we always joke about it. But I think at the end of the day, like, they're both beautiful bikes. Like, I mean, it's like if you had to give me one, like either one, for example, was a present, like, I'm not gonna cry about it. I mean, I'm happy. But I will say though, even though I'm a Husky fan, I will say the new Huskies don't just also have the same feel to them that the old ones used to. They don't. Your keys, bro. I love the shape of those bikes. Cock more. Yeah, bro, they're so nice. Bro, that thing is like hanging open legs on a pole face. Oh, you know, boys. Yeah, there's literally nothing on the market today, guys. Yes, sis. Tomorrow as well, we literally got GDP, and that's it. Yo. It's gonna be a long day till Wednesday. A long week. DXY held that zone. Remember, guys, I said we want to test you, and it held. It but it held. No, I agree, Keeks. I did test it on the motocross bikes. The only thing I didn't like about the Husky was the feel wider and lower, which personally doesn't suit my riding style. They are owned by KTM. Yeah, they are solid when it comes to power and responsiveness, very similar to the KTM. So as I said, bro, like, if I had to get either one, I'd be happy with it. But they are in a way very similar bikes. But at the same time, I think if you're a guy that doesn't ride, like, I think this is maybe like your first or second bike, and you maybe ride like once every 2 weeks type of thing, I don't even think you'd actually feel the difference. But a guy that really rides and enjoys his bikes and has fun with them, like, you're gonna start pushing the limits of them, you're gonna feel it. But you know, they're both beautiful bikes. Like I say, you personally, I wouldn't go wrong. As much as I am a Husky boy, like, as I say, I'm a Husky, my boot's a KTM. If I had to, like, let's just say there was a good special, I would take the KTM. If then there just was a good special on it. They both are great bikes. Yeah, as a non-rider, you don't feel it, but when you put in hours on, you definitely form a bias. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. What about Harley Davidson kicks? Do you like them? Bro, I must say, Harleys sound good, bro. They sound insane. But I feel there's a time and a place for Harleys, and I feel that's like when I'm 40 and up. For now, I just can't see myself rocking a Harley. Not now. Scalp Ethereum, and you mean Ether in the meanwhile, man. Keegs. Hey, Keys, what do you think of the Lightning? Oof. Yo, bro. Hold on. What are we? LS. Damn, bro. I haven't even seen this thing. I'm looking at it now. It doesn't look bad, bro. It looks like lacquer, actually. Damn. What, bro? Alright. Sure, bro. It doesn't look bad. Yo, the front shot of it is dope, bro. That actually is really good looking from the front. That's a good looking bike. Hydro Insure ones, they sound like that because they actually have a misfire which they use as marketing to make them unique. Ah, babe, I've heard that before, bro. I have heard that before. I still don't get how they actually get it to work like that, but I have actually heard about that with them. Enable a quad or bike from UB Leisure. I haven't, bro. Let's see if there's someone in the chat maybe has. The new Harley Sportster feels like you're on a better old cafe racer. Yeah, might always be the way as well, right? The thing is, for me, I'm very much a guy, like, I don't like having what everyone has. And at this point in time, like, the R1s feel like the GTRs of the cars. You get what I'm saying? So the R1s are beautiful bikes, but, like, everyone has one. Fastest electric bike in the world. Beautiful bike. Just wish it came in petrol. 40k for that bike. Damn. It's an idle misfire. Doesn't affect. Oh, okay. It's trustworthy if that is what you want to know. Alright. Anyone have an Aprilia? Yo, bro. I must say it's very rare to see like new Aprilias around. Especially well, PE. It's very rare too. I see a lot of like the older bike, the older Aprilias, but the new Aprilia is very hard to come by. But again, I say yeah in PE. Obviously I don't know Joburg, Cape Town. Ooh, so is DX fading a bit now? What's it doing here? Okay, so it's fading to break away a bit. But we got gold coming back. If we can get a close above, yeah, I'll take it, guys. If we can get a close like that, for example, I'll take it. Are you in Cape Town? Alan got a contract. No, Alan's in PE, guys. Bro, I haven't seen one of those bikes since I was in primary school. As I say, y'all, I see a lot of the old ones. I must say, bro, when I was like growing up and playing like the MotoGP games and stuff like that, yo, bro, I smoked that Aprilias. Yeah, I'm also waiting for the buys on gold. Yeah, just waiting for a bit of a confirmation to take the buys here, guys. So yeah, obviously it is Mondays. Chad, oh, what's up, Ruben? I have an honest on 2004. Oh, bro, the red one that was for sale, yeah. It was for, I know the guy that had it first. I can't think what his name is now. And then it was for sale, yeah, on Cape Road. The new Predator RSV4 is insane. Yeah. Although I can't find about keys. Hey. You can try contact your mark in Newlands. It is black. It was my dad. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's not that one. I don't know if you've seen it, bro. There's a red one that's for sale here on Cape Road. Ruby. Like on this slashy shot. Yo, flip, guys. This is the only thing I get excited for Mondays to get back on the charts, and then we get like a Monday like this where, like your play is like right there, but it's like it's teasing you. It's just it won't give it to you. Now you sit there like, damn, okay, just gotta be patient, yeah. Still no entry there, guys. Close below. What was this? Oh, that's that post 2 now. Okay, that's what it was. Top trader. Alright, maybe we get the breakdown now. Keegs, can you adjust your chart but can't see price time till candle closure? Oh damn, hold on. This seems a bit delayed. I'm trying to see how much I need to bring it out. Let's see, is that on the screen now? A little bit more. I think that should be there on the screen now. Okay, well we can't see price, so we know that's there. Trying to see price slash time till candle closure. Yeah. Can you see? Yeah. Well, you guys can see the time there now as well. Obviously, as long as you just need to see the minutes. That's the main thing there. My friend in B has the Suzuki GSX R1000 same bike. Yeah, I think a lot of you guys have them. They're actually quite popular. Yeah. Need US30 bars. US30 is on the cards. Is it still holding that pivot? Ooh. The problem with that is, guys, as I said, DXY is holding. That's the problem, yeah. So that's also the thing. We need to see that reject for these gold bars truly to come into play for us. Still trying to convince my wife I need a bike. That's better, thank you, no problem. I don't know how you guys do it. I would never get on a bike, lol. I did once and nearly died of fear, lol. Nah, bikes are awesome. The adrenaline. Exactly, gold needs to rocket. Yeah, just waiting for that, yeah. So I can score in US30. Hey. Boring day. Yeah, Shiraj. Literally gotta wait here, bro. Can't. That's trading sometimes, bro. You gotta sit on your hands. You're not, if you had a business, you're not going to have a million clients coming through the door 24/7. You're going to have busy hours, your rush hours, slow days, busy days. It's same with trading. Yeah, the Honda CBRs are still like, I think they like the classics, bro. I don't know how I feel about the bull nose. I still can't make up my mind on them. Last week was boring, same now. Last week started to come alive, bro. Obviously, the thing is, the whole week they had to try price in for news events. This week, they just got to price in for Wednesday. Then after that, so coming alive for tomorrow, and then Wednesday, and then moving forward. What do you see on US30? Bearish, but we are just keeping an eye out for the bullish pushback, but we are bearish. We're waiting. Yeah. The bull nose is a quiet taste, I guess. Yeah. Gold break up with me. Yeah, this, as I say, guys, this is the part that tests you. You start jumping in because you just want to take a trade, or you do something like that, and you just got to sit here and chill. What is the weather today? Yeah, this thing was says 23. There's not a chance it's 23 outside. Gold is going up. Yeah. 80% of trading is waiting, 100%, guys. You just gotta wait for that moment to execute. Because right now, as I say, DXY holding. So, not giving us a valid entry yet. Yeah, I love bikes. Got a Honda Fireblade. Ooh. Oh, and you have a BMW S1000. Oh, bro. Man's got a collection there. Nah, those two beautiful bikes. I only have one thing in my head, sell US30. Oh. Gold says enough is enough now, time to sleep. If we break below that, I would even consider the sells. If DXY is holding, consider the sells again. Looks like the sells might be on the cards. This week I didn't trade in gold. I focused only on ADNC USD pairs. Thanks, bro. I bought the millions now from a friend. He had it for 2 weeks before he had to move to London for work. Paid all the price. Damn. Nah, bro. That's what I said earlier. Like for me, looking at buying again, it is literally between the BM, the S1000, and the Ducati Pangali. Those are like, in my opinion, two of the most beautiful bikes. I'm in gold cells 22.95. Hey, Connor. Connor was like, hold my beer. Watch this. Cream of rice is the way, bro.
Egan said he's as smooth as cream of rice. Let me just show the boys. Are we live?
Yeah, we love.
Let's see this. Only one brand.
Alright guys, you know, the merch is coming out one of these days. New week, new start.
Sorry, kids, I had to take a buffet. Little. All right, Chad. It seems you guys went break even on that gold trade that I shared.
Guys, funny enough, I'm gonna take the sell now. Actually.
Yeah, Chad. Sorry, man. Remember I said once you tap that 22.9750 level, so I would have most probably had a break even there. But over to Keeks to a sell. Where are we? Where are we? We are in Port Elizabeth. There we go. Sells. Sheesh. There we go.
There we go, Chad.
Back at the daily flip zone.
Back at the daily flip zone. We have the 1-to-1, but we're gonna monitor how quickly it comes down. We might go 1-to-2, but for now, we'll be the 1-to-1.
Let me just see where the dollar. Okay, dollar index coming back. Asia mid range. Sheesh, Keegan. Maybe I'm just gonna wait for the retest, then I'll join Keeks. Remember that little fake out I talked about, where it could also potentially be that fake out. So if we can get a retest on 22.95, might not get it because we flipped bullish on the daily, now flipping bearish again, might just run here. Oh, young dub. Sheesh, my boy's on it. Aha. Kadarius. While we're doing it manually, Keeks, I'm thinking just like a template for you.
Yeah,
on the PC.
We need to do that.
Like a template so you can already like paste it
Yeah.
beforehand. So all you literally do is just change the values.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Keegan. Oh
Okay,
shit.
guys, go break even.
Where's the other 40 people that jumped off the dinner wave? Keeks, what do you tell those people that didn't wait here? Alright, what is that? Almost 20 pips. Yeah, Chad, sorry man. I won't have another meeting again that time. The unfortunate thing is one of the participants located overseas, so unfortunately to have that person on the meeting as well, or the meeting was around that person. 10 o'clock was Was what we had to do. Sorry, just hopped on, so I missed. Hey, Jen. What are your plans for gold today? Are you looking for sales? I think it's clear what Keegan is looking for.
No, Riyadh, let's just say that's the initial TP, but I definitely can hold this a lot longer. That's what I'm saying. I'm just monitoring this for that TP, but we definitely going to aim a lot lower for this. For me, you already can literally aim for like
Daily lows.
Yeah,
Already
so
22.87.
So literally this can get a lot more comfortable. But obviously we just seeing where that, well, that was the TP there now. Let me just actually adjust that quickly now.
But you won't take anything off, eh?
No.
You're running this.
I'll run it. So I'm just leaving it until it hits the TP. And then we will...
Shout it down here, baby. What are we doing here? Hello.
Nearly at TP here, guys. WWE TP SmackDown. I love that. Agree, boss. We will hold hands with this waterfall. Okay. Hey, Chad, there's a TP there, guys. Quick TP in and out. All right, guys. Hope you guys are ready for. We're ready for the W's there. Hope you guys are ready for that one. So let's just give it a sec here, Chad. All right, Chad. Trade called this morning. Monday session, first trade of the week. Absolute W smashed. If you took this trade with us on stream today, send a W there in the chat, guys. If you took that trade with us, literally Monday morning, quick and easy W's. There we go, Chad. Easy as you like. Easy as you like. Monday morning, starting strong. There we go.
As easy as they can, me say. Look at this, man. New haircut, new me. Hey, Drizzy with the drip. Drip, drip, drip. Sheesh, Keeks.
You know, bro, we'll just close it. I'm happy it's Monday. I'm starting it off strong. I'm not even gonna be greedy. I'm not even gonna be greedy, bro. I'm not even gonna be greedy. I'm out of it, Chad. I closed it.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Keeks. Young Dabski. Chad, that's what it's about. You guys waited how long? That's almost a 2-hour wait, eh, Keeks? No, yeah, 2 hours for a 5-minute trade. Here's the thing. That trade could have been 4,000 for you. That could have been 1,000. Ultimately, it is how long are you willing to wait? That horn, bro, I love this new horn. We actually put a little dump valve on it, eh, Keeks? This is a little dump valve. Yeah, look at that, Keeks. Little dump valve. So if the pressure buildup is too high in the horn, it just dumps you on the side.
Hey guys, how's that for literally closing? Closing and wants to turn around. I think we made the right call there.
Hey, Chad, beautiful, beautiful. You did let the guys know in the group, eh?
They all knew bro, TP hit, they closed.
Hey. Sheesh. The boys are eating. Oh, I see ya. Signal was sent. Signal was sent, Chad. Oh, that's beautiful. Gigs, run me through the setup. I would love to see. I know more or less how you trade, just to see your...
So, yeah, very, very simple, guys. Where we took this trade was, again, DXY. So, the correlation between the two.
Okay.
This zone we spoke about was it either had to break to go bearish, and it was close, but it held, turned bullish. So
sorry, Keeks, that DXY zone, is that a 4-hour zone? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I checked.
Yeah, 4-hour
Okay,
zone.
beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, so that was our DXY. We spoke about failing at the low of that support, holding a support,
Nice.
turning bullish. So we could see this anticipating the bullish push. Going back over to gold, the simple thing was we spoke about this over here. We wanted to see the break above. This was on the money, too close for comfort. This was the candle, as we said, wanted the break above and failed again to take at that high. So when we came in here, we saw the downward momentum. So the 50 minutes, it was a case of, do we jump the gun? This has been tested. 1, 2, a break, pulled back. After we had to do this, you could see it run. And what we did was, again, just experience, I'd probably say in that one, was now jumping to the 5. And the 5 gave us the closure under the lows. And that is why we could take this trade, hoping that in the next 5 minutes it was going to run. And that's exactly what it did. Quick 25 pips. So all you had to do was when we entered on the close, our stop loss just worked out to above the wick of the previous candle.
The 5 minutes.
So all you did was 25 pips. Again, you could even take it there. So that was above both of these top wicks. So if it had to go, it's most likely going to reverse. And that was your entry criteria for the trade. There's your 1-to-1, as you can see, and bang, on the money.
Keeks, would you say it was actually a bad day to be a TP today?
That was a bad day, bro.
Yo.
Those TPs are feeling the Monday blues.
Whoa. Okay, Chad. Chad, you better let those other TPs know that this week is Oh, Chad, this is what it's about. I didn't even take it, though. The thing is, I came here, it's like I'm in a trade. Keegan's like, I sat here. Keegan's like, I'm taking the short. I was still just trying to get myself settled in here. But the beauty is, technically, 250 of you caught that. So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that is honestly what we are looking at doing here. We can share those dabs. Kigarito. Now it's Kigarito. Almost as good as a Dorito. Keegs, you made the NFP loss back, brother. Good trade. Sure. Keegan. Chad, I'm looking at DXY. I'm still, there's definitely a lot of liquidity above. I don't know when they're going to run it. Maybe they run it first and then reverse it back to go for that gap close, or we will just go back into the range, try and fill that gap either way, that gap is very uncomfortable. US30. What is US30 doing? That weekly pivot. Let's check the 4 hour. Alright, 4 hour closing below that, breaking all of that structure. What would be lovely though, Chad, is if this current 4 hour can push all the way back, retesting this previous breakout zones to the left, then closing with a nice top wick and the body below here, and then a consecutive 4 hour candle breaking the structure like that. That just gives us a nice little structure from this weekly pivot level for us to get into some potential swings here a little bit later, all the way down to the weekly S1. In terms of the lower time frames, let's see here. Yeah, no way I could have really executed on this, and obviously not trading out of session. Let me just see gold. Sorry guys, apologize there, round number, beautiful, solid trade. Alrighty, GBPUSD, Chad. If you want to get really aggressive here today, seeing that the dollar is starting to come back, if we stay below this session low, I think this thing is going to run away. Just want to see if there's anything that I would want to get involved in. Previous daily high, look at that, struggling to get away from that. Asia high still intact. Yen pairs. I don't know who's been trading yen successfully here. I would love to have a chat with you. You have to be a little bit whack. Your strategy needs to be something completely out of this world if you've been trading the yen pairs, because that's the thing, it's been moving in these impulsive waves, then a little bit of a correction, then impulse, then back into a range. I scalped it US30. All right, nothing much happening on US30, so 60 point range there. All things considered, Keeks Gold is still flat on the day.
Hey bro, I'm happy. She can be flat. I paid my bills.
Paid
the bills.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's either gonna range like this still in YSE, or we haven't. Like, there's still a lot of meat on the bone.
Yeah. That's also the thing where I was sitting at when I was looking at it. Like, do I swing? Yes, there's the possibility of it going down.
Monday,
but it's a Monday. We're talking about what's going to happen. There's a lot of pricing in and volatility of just up and down.
I love what you did.
1-to-1, let me take it. And I'm happy because I closed still full with the 1-to-1. I closed full on it.
I love what you did. It just puts you on the board. It's that early game jitters gone. You took that first crash ball, actually hit it into like an 8-man and a flank. You came from the wing. It's not even that you ran onto the fly off. You got stuck in between the big boys. So now you're already a little bit ruffled. Now you can take that short ball inside fly off, straight on the fly off that can't tackle, and give him a little boomfa there. Boomfa, how's your sister and your mother? Send me their number. I will chat. Brother Chris, I wanted to ask you about your thoughts on short selling as a business takeover method. Morally, I hope I phrased that question properly for you. Dorito, if it's something like what's that company, Viceroy, then obviously it's wrong. If you think, what now?
No, sorry, my boy Stian, bro. Angelo put Nahamba to sleep, my boy. That was a bump and a half.
Wait, what happened? Yeah.
The Angelo game against Nahamba. Yes, I'll show it. Angelo put him to sleep, bro.
No, I'm unsemuren. Dorito, for me, if you do anything to artificially depreciate the value of a business without actual facts, and you manufacture it, that can never be wrong. And never be right. But if you're factually short selling a business, and due to the fact that you don't see a future for that business, then at the right time say, listen, yeah, I have a turnaround strategy, nothing wrong with that. But if your plan is to forcefully, artificially break the business down to take it over, then I've got an issue with that. Gold might sell off with the China not buying good. That's a weird thing. Where do they get the data that China is not buying gold? That is my weird thing. Where do they get that data that China is not buying gold? Because if you look at it, nobody's buying gold. Nobody's buying anything. That is what we've been saying since the start of the year. The volume is low. Nobody's buying shit. Everybody's sitting on their hands. So that again becomes a very subjective statement, saying that, and I've heard it, you're not wrong. A lot of people saying, oh, China's not buying gold, that's why gold is going down. Let's just look here, last year. The volume for gold is relatively low. Let's just see in context to the last 3 years. Okay, no, actually not. Yeah, so somebody is talking shit. The dollar doesn't have volume, but the gold commercials are net short, so they're expecting price to go up. So always look at it inversely, Chad. The red commercials, they are the guys actually selling bullion, the physical bullion. And then you've got the producer merchant, and then you obviously have the swap dealers. And then you've got the managed money here in the middle. They don't necessarily get too involved in the gold market, but it's the producer, the merchant. You always do inverse because they are speculating the opposite to what they actually get for the product. So they are technically almost net short, indicating a potential turnaround for price. Look at the previous time when they were almost net short. Was 2022. This was on the 14th of March, and that's when gold peaked, and it came all the way down where they were almost neutral again, and then they started building their short positions. So we are at an extreme. So it could be profit taking, it could be a lot of things. So it's weird that guys say China's not buying gold. China's been buying gold for how many years? Everyone is trying to create a thesis as to why price is going down or why price is going up. Sometimes there's not an answer. Is that the boom fuck? Boom fuck. Is it out? Sheesh. Too small guys, too smaller dudes.
Angela's hard, dude. That's the thing.
Is he not the sevens guy?
Yeah, he's the one that wants to do Gravel podcast. Check it. I called that photo.
Damn. Yeah. Sheesh. Angelo taking names there. No one is buying. Hey, bro. I love Robert, but Robert is also a little bit extreme. Robert Kiyosaki can be a little bit clickbaity at times. All right, Chad, now we've got that retest. Let's see what we do here. Maybe we double dip here. Keegan gave you the first dip. Maybe I give you guys the second dip. A young chip and dip. Took a 40 pip buy. Beautiful Ed. Yeah, I mean forcefully breaking it down, getting to the board. And destabilizing the company from within. Yeah, the retail, but I think there's a lot of things that protect a company against that. So even though movies make it so glamorous, this corporate takeover, and you get votes on the board of directors, and you vote the CEO out of it, it's not that simple, and it's not that it's not that cool. In a movie context, very cool, and it looks so smooth. I just did a corporate takeover and a hostile takeover, whatever, but every time I see Robert, he is buying gold. Hey, Robert. I love his glasses that he has on recently. Robert. These small little glasses. I love that. That is such a vibe. Those small little... It just looks like... even this, bro. This looks dope. Asian guy with... looks like a bookie. Hey, Rob. Boy, Robert Kiyosaki. My man. My man, Big R. RK. Ooh, here we go, back up again. He's coming to Cape Town, really? Beautiful. I'll just read his books because he'll only talk about what's in his books, so don't waste your time going to the Cape Town event. Go spend that money on his books. Thoughts on 23 on a big level, big level. Like I said, I would love for gold to trade somewhere here during NYSE, and I want to see it sell off then. All right, gold actually not doing anything, Chad, if I'm very honest. Since this morning, we opened up here. We started pushing up, came all the way back down to that open level, now back above. Interesting thing is the 80 is above the 200. We back above the daily flip zone. And maybe I still go for those longs, Chad. 22.95 is the level that I want to monitor. So if we hold this level now, seeing that we've got this buildup of liquidity, look at this zone. So I want to be buying into this zone. Why do I want to buy into that zone? Because a lot of traders will see this as a very strong level. So if I can get that retest break of structure, I want to trade into this zone, because that is where the liquidity is sitting, and I want the bulls to punch into that level and potentially test 2300. Can I trade just off this candle here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So that is the idea that I still have here. And maybe we get it, maybe we don't. NAS and US30 pricing in beautifully so far. Young cream of rice. Chad, the guy that won the Millie account. Let me know if you're in the chat. Let us know how things are going there. A young Millie. Nice fair gap there. Alrighty. Keek, so you're saying you're rock and rolling on another NFP, a CPR Wednesday.
How far are you, bro?
Honest question now, Chad. I think this is what people don't talk about. Is obviously got it wrong completely on Friday. Me and Keegan with NFP. Now my question is, Keegs, do you feel somewhat pressure going? Because here's the way I see it,
No, you do.
I hardly trade news. You guys know I do it for the fun of it, but I think a lot of guys put a lot of emphasis on somebody's ability to think that if you trade news well, you are this phenomenal trader, this and that. But for me, ultimately, it's still fun. It's still I don't take it too. I put a lot of effort into the analysis, building my thesis. But obviously, there's that thing of fuck. You don't want to get it wrong though. You still don't want to be that guy that's like, I got it wrong. So
there's I think we spoke about there's the ego aspect to it. You just don't want to be wrong. And funny enough, I actually had this conversation with Mo, where obviously it does suck. Where it sucks losing in general and getting it wrong, but there is still that part of you where end of the day, you know, a lot of guys they followed your input on this. And again, that's not like get a trade wrong is wrong. You get that, you know what the guys are putting on the line there, they're blowing. So a lot of guys also, they are going over the what they should. And again, that's not our fault. They're doing that Hail Mary because maybe it can help pay a rent. It can help them buy something they're saving for, whatever the case is. And when you get it wrong, it does hurt because you know a lot of those guys blew up now. But yeah, it's kind of a thing I think when you talk about where everyone puts this aspect of no one wants to know about the guys who can trade and be a consistent trader. They want to know about the guy who can hit all the news events.
yeah.
So, and I think funny enough, I think I wouldn't say pressure, but the pressure is on because of literally, if you want to talk circumstances, like we literally had a whole stink last week with a guy about economics. You can't be wrong now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. But I would say there's a bit of a pressure to it. There is.
Now, I'm asking this question because I'm driving on my way to work this morning, and you already by Saturday, Keegan already did like a lot of prep. And on Sunday, also before the call, I went through a lot of things, and I'm building this thesis, and I'm thinking like we had a maybe say a 7 out of 9 hit rate before we actually did it live here in the office. And now it's a case of now you do it live and it's like, okay, we got CPI right. So you're still technically net positive from CPI. But now you get NFP wrong. And now it's that case of that, almost that little bit of fear. Like, fuck, I don't want to disappoint the boys. And now you almost start to doubt yourself. And that's why I'm asking the question, because that is part of it. Here's my thing. Champ asking me, why did I want to buy? So Champ, I'm going to show you a little bit into, let me go into the trade alerts here quickly. I actually went through it. Prepping, so we're going to do exactly the same. I'm busy with that data collection as well for CPI. So, Champ, here's my thing. If you look at ADP happens before NFP. ADP is usually somewhat, even though the numbers are not the same, if you look at general direction, ADP to some extent gives you the direction of what the NFP number could be. So if you just look at the previous release and then a consecutive one. So during Feb, we had ADP coming out higher and then NFP actually dropping lower. But then on the second one, ADP was actually showing the correct direction. So here is the thing though. ADP was showing us that potentially at a minimum, NFP was going to come out as expected. NFP surprised massively to the upside. So when I actually go home and I replot this orange line will actually have a jump up. So ADP was completely wrong. Then secondly, when I chatted to the guys, I said the weird thing for me is that from a statistical point of view, the releases have not been clean. Like here, for instance, the move we had as well, 30-minute. Strong NFP number. This is on the 30-minute, massive bottom wick, then pushing bullish. Then we had another one as expected, or just above what the actual was, bearish. Then in March, we again, massive beat. That was bullish for US30. And then the last one in April came out much lower than what was expected. And it was initially bearish and then just completely got reversed. So that's why I said NFP for me was a relatively, it wasn't as clean. You can ask Keegs, I'd still say Keegs, both of us have a thesis, and I only had 5K in my DJing account. And I said, fuck, I don't like NFP. I like CPI, but NFP for me is just that thing of you can have it right, but you get cooked into the sauce. But anyways, it is part of that. That's the thing with news trading, Chad. If you come into news trading and you think you're going to change your financial situation, please don't think that.
The thing is also adding to that, what I think a lot of the problem is with news trading is because people put this Hail Mary home run type of vibe on it, they're doing things they shouldn't be doing. And when it goes against you, they need someone else to blame for it. People, as I say, people will put their last rent money on that trade. And when it goes against you, they need to blame someone else. But you told me to do it. You said this. You said, when they were well aware of the risks beforehand. But again, they kind of block out all the negatives and just think about the positives, the what ifs. And people forget about the same as the what ifs. I can make this amount of money. You can lose that amount of money. And people very, very quickly forget that.
Me personally, if Keegan gets it wrong or I get it wrong this Wednesday, it doesn't matter to me. My thing is, if you've done the prep, if you've built your thesis out, and to a large extent, you've got a argument as to why you're buying or selling, and you back it up, there's nothing wrong with that. I've got an issue with news trading saying, I think this, that, boom, boom, I want to sell. Why do you want to sell? I've seen this. No, what have you seen? No, I've seen it do this. Show me where you've seen it. Oh, no, experienced. Don't talk cock. Show me why you... If you can show me and you can build a thesis with data, with charts, and at least, even as a minimum, going, for instance, and taking the last 12 CPI releases, plotting that on a chart visually and saying, all right, you literally copy what I did here on Discord. Where's Discord? Literally even doing something like this for the last 12 releases. And you just say, on average, just taking the last 10 CPI releases, 7 out of 10 times US30 pushed bullish. Then already you ahead above all these furus because you literally just use simple math.
Something that give you an edge.
Yeah, simple math. I think they teach this in grade 1, if I'm not mistaken. So there was 10 entries, 7 of them were bullish. So 7, that gives you basically using a sample size of 10, the 10 most recent, you've got a 70% probability that we will go bullish again. And if you even just tell me, Chris, I'm basing my thesis on this, I'm like, brother, 100%. If your thesis is that you're happy with one data input like this, 100%, nothing wrong with it. But if you go on feeling and you tell me experience and you saw this and that, then I'm going to be like, bro, don't talk cock.
Yeah.
News trading will humble a person, but for me it comes with experience. Okay, I almost thought you said experience there. Then, bro, no one held a gun to my head to take the same strategy, but I did it with you guys for the first time in 2 years for fun. No, it wasn't fun. Here's the thing: nobody wants to lose money. And you know what the funny thing is, what I told Keegs is I saw blues. I saw Oh yeah, I didn't even get a chance to chat to the lads. Guys, so I had a 0.1 position open on NASDAQ from here. My average was literally, I'll get the screenshots. My average was here. So while it was dropping here, I was pumping the sizes here. This thing literally popped 50 points. I literally saw it was stalled. I saw a quick 18,000 Rand blue screen. And then, and then I think 1 or 2 seconds later, I checked it. I was like, shit, did we get it right? And then this candle was literally 1 second. 18K in the blues, and then that 10K was gone. Obliterated. Yeah. Boom. Boom far. See you at the cross.
Yeah. As I said, that's NFP for you. CPIs are the much more clearer one, so it's game on.
So let me ask you
I'm not locked in. I have my thesis, but I'm not locked in.
No. I'm asking in terms of mentally, how do you prep? Are you happy? Let me not say happy. Are you comfortable to get CPI wrong? Do you think that will affect you for the rest of the week, or are you happy with both outcomes?
I'm happy with both outcomes.
Okay. Because here's my thing, Chad, and I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate here with Keeks, because both of us, we're going to prep. We're not just going to come on Wednesday and it's vibes and, CPI, this or that. No. But for me, personally, I'll always need to tell myself that whatever outcome, if I have with reasonable sufficiency prepared myself to build a thesis and act upon it, then whatever the outcome is, I'm happy with it. I actually read it in chapter 2 of The Psychology of Money, where they talked about a lot of things has to do with luck. And they were talking about people that were born in the 1950s and people that were born in the 1970s. And just purely due to that 20-year difference of when you were born, the one guy got into a very high inflationary market where the markets didn't go anywhere, and the other person literally came into the world when markets were doubling like every 3-4 years. So just that's to do with luck. You can't say when you get born. That's just how it happens. So luck also has a big part to play, but how do you quantify luck? How do I say Keegan was lucky to have put in 50K into a flip account and he made 10 million and the rest is history? You guys hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you guys open multiple positions? I think I'm going to go with one big position, McNeil.
It's game on Friday, bro.
Chris, I put a nice video on the chat. Oh, yeah, Jason.
Bro, I might just have to leave and leave you quickly. I need to just go past the shop, and then I know it's coming here at 12.
You guys don't force.
Guys, I'm gonna love and leave you. I'm gonna see you guys in New York. So peace and love, guys. We ate today. I'm gonna see you guys later. Cheers, Chad.
Chris, do you think trading with a group of people in an office would influence your bias because you're the only one seeing something different? 100% it will. 100% it will. I've said it before. If you sit alone here, but it's also sometimes a good thing because it opens your eyes to potential alternative possibilities. Because sometimes we can get one-dimensional, but there will definitely be like, fuck, am I on the right side? Loving this book so far. Jason, I want to finish it. I've neglected my reading. I'm going to finish that one, and then the other one I'll be reading is I've got a lot of books that I only read 50%. I actually need to finish all of them. Actually sent this to Shaq on the weekend. He was busy reading The Everyday Hero, Manifesto, Robin Sharma. and then the principles Ray Dalio one. I actually just went for this one. Ray Dalio did principles, almost like a short form diagram. Principles, Ray Dalio. Almost like a PDF. I almost want to say summary. Yeah, it's almost like a type of summary that Ray Dalio did. It's not this one. I think it's this one. Yeah, principles, where it talks about that death loop: problems, diagnosis, design, doing, and it's this constant loop. Pain plus reflection, but it all comes back to that failing. You try something, you fail, you go back, you diagnose the problem, you redesign it, you try again. So this is life. Sometimes you fail like this, you just fail sideways, you don't make any progress, and then maybe right at the end, maybe after failing for 10 years, then all of a sudden you get that massive break, that exponential breakout. And then again, at a new level, you're going to again get some problems, but ultimately that's how life works. These consolidation ranges where you fail, and then when you get it right, a nice expansion move, and then going into a consolidation again. So that's just how life works. So I still remember I went through his, didn't read the entire book, but just to get the gist of it. Oh yeah, the book I'm busy with, the other one is The Wealth Money Can't Buy, Robin Sharma. The 8 Hidden Habits to Live Your Richest Life. It's this book here. My wife bought it for me. And the reason why I want to force myself to read more is I'm sitting with you guys, sometimes 300 people here. And if I'm a very shallow person and I do not have depth within me, what can I talk about? It's one thing talking markets, but it's another thing actually talking things that relate to life. How to read a chart, how to enter a gold trade does not translate into life. Oh, you in on a buy? No, Magic Jack. I was waiting for this retest here. Yeah, Chad, I'm going to give it a couple of more minutes. I haven't done anything. If you look at the daily, we have literally moved, I think it's 20 pips from the open. Yeah, 27 pips. Daily has yet to do anything. I am still relatively bearish, considering if we trade below the 2300 level. But if we start trading above the 2300 level, we've got a lot of upside room. 2320 very, very easily. We can smack that. And here's my thing though. Trading very close to the previous 4-hour high. That 4-hour tested the 2300. Here's that break of structure. Chad, I want to say, if you want to be very aggressive and maybe take it as a little paper trade, you can short here. Very, very aggressive trade, but for a very high swing potential. And you can literally have your stops here. I might even take it. You can literally have like a 15 pip stop. And the reason why I say that is for 40 minutes now, we've been creating a top wick on this 4-hour, and you still have the potential that this 4-hour can flip bearish, go fill that wick and actually take out the Friday's low. And the reason why I say you can have such a tiny stop is that if it's going to start trading above here, then this 4 hour will most likely drive to close bullish like this. And then this becomes a failed move to the downside. And then this also becomes a failed retest. So again, purely if you want to experiment here, because on a technical basis and in terms of risk to reward, a 4 hour you would have technically shorted here. If you go according to our principles, you would have shorted there. Your stop loss would have been up here, your initial stop loss, and this thing can still push bearish. So I'm not going to take it personally, but I'm just giving you an idea that if it stays below you, you can even do this. Maybe let's do this. Let's take that previous 4 hour high. Let's break it down on the lower time frame. That's also that liquidity point we talked about where we wanted to trade into. So do it this way. If you really want to get aggressive here, wait for that spike into these highs. And then if it comes back in and you get something like this where it retests that liquidity high, something like that, and then another break, something like this, up, back down, retest, break, and then you enter here. Otherwise, if you are willing to risk 15 pips, I would actually say wait for the spike, sell above here if we get that. I prefer a hard copy, if I'm very honest, Riyadh. I love a hard copy. The thing is, a book can get very easily lost on an iPad where you just forget about it. That's why I have almost 20 books on my iPad, and to actually sit with the iPad, it's very uncomfortable to hold. I like to lay down while I'm reading, and I usually bend over my books, so I'll hold it with the one hand. So I'll basically open up the book. I can't do it with this book, but flip over the back side and hold it with one hand. So I love a hard copy. There's just something about reading a hard copy book. David, unscripted. Let's check unscripted. Yeah. This one, yeah. MJ DeMarco. Let me add it to the wish list here. One mistake I've made in my life is thinking that buying a book will actually give you the knowledge of that book. It's like, oh, I've got all these books at home. I'm such a intelligent young person. It's like, bro, read the book. Sitting in a garage, sleeping in a garage is not going to make you a car. Unscripted. Just adding it here to my book list. Chad, that's one thing, having Shaquille here in and around us. I've got a lot of respect for Shaq in terms of empowering himself. So if you know Shaquille's story, Shaquille obviously comes from a disadvantaged background. Didn't have the opportunity to go study. A lot of opportunities he did not get. But the first time I ever spoke to him, he was hungry for knowledge, and he reads a lot. He is sharpening himself up, and it challenged me as well over the weekend to see somebody come from that background and just reminiscing back to the first ever call we had, or the first ever call I had with him. He sees me to some extent as his older mentor. And I've told him many times that the way how he is driven, in the sense of a lot of times you'll see him work on the weekends till late. He'll read up, he'll educate himself. I'm now at the point where my wife is like, you're always working. To what extent? What are you giving up on the one end to work on the other end? And there's nothing wrong with working hard, but again, it's that finding balance. But think about it again. Sometimes in life, things are not going to be balanced. There's going to be periods of your life where, unfortunately, there's not going to be balance, and you need to be comfortable with that. So while you're still hustling, you can't want to be balanced. If you're broke, balance is not for poor people. And don't get me wrong on this. And there was a time where there was zero balance in my life. I was hustling, I was grinding, and because I was broke, I needed to hustle. So you will get the chance where you can balance stuff out. But again, it comes to that thing of you can't have a lot of time and have a lot of money. This is the unfortunate dilemma of life: time and money. You can't have both. You gotta sacrifice the one for the other. So what do rich people do? They use their money to buy time. What do poor people do? They sell their time for money. All right, so you need to understand that. So that period of imbalance where your money is maybe sitting there, this is maybe your money. And I laugh because I was there, so I can talk about it. You're sitting here, so your time, you don't have time. You're literally pushing yourself to the max capacity. But you're doing this to increase this so you can use your money to then buy yourself time. Okay, look at gold. Look at gold. Let's check the 4 hour. Who took that gold trade? Like I said, I didn't. If I'm very honest, I didn't. I did not take that gold trade. Who took the gold trade? What is today's markets? Nothing. Yes, that book, Chris, such an eye-opening book. Looking to take a long at 2300 if it breaks and retest. Nothing wrong with that, Shandon. Nothing wrong with that. Me personally, in our prep call last night, I said if I actually want to see gold not go above 2300. This for me, I want to see the weekly stay right below this level, and I just want to see this weekly drive. We've already had multiple retests to the upside. I just want to see gold die. First level 22.77, and then after that 22.33. Robin, did you take the gold shorts? Who had some coconuts to take the gold shorts off this little theory that I shared here, that we can still push bearish? No, we will. I just finished reading Naked Trading. It's really good, and it covers a lot when it comes to trading psychology. Every trader should read that. Naked Trading. Let me see here. Robin, Riyadh, sorry man. Yeah, I actually want to get the shack to, once we're in the new office and the new studio, where we can have these roundtables. Maybe I don't even want to call it a book club. That book club just sounds. Yeah, it's a book. Yeah, not a book club. Let's we will maybe call it roundtable chats, but sharing that knowledge because. And here's the thing: I've read a lot of books. I've watched a lot of stuff. There's a few, maybe 5 to 10 governing principles to success. The weird thing is there's all of these books, but all of them cover the same 5 to 10 topics every single time. There's a thread. If you actually go and ask AI, take say maybe 100 books, top selling books when it comes to business success, what it looks like to be a successful businessman. That AI, that data analysis will tell you that the correlating theme is between 5 to 10 topics that's repeated in all of those books. So technically, if you read one, you've read all of them. But yeah. All right, Bevan, beautiful. Bev, yeah, I would even go break even, my brother. Because there's still liquidity sitting here. I would go break even if you took it there. Yeah, I would say go break even, my brother. Shakila, myself, alright. Yeah, that's you have great knowledge watching you since it was only you. Oh, really? Beautiful. Hey, so your heart is one of the OGs. Ranks for the pips, Chris. Hey. Have already, Chris. Thanks. Beautiful. Pleasure, Bevan. And here's the thing, though, Bev. This is something that years ago I wouldn't have looked at. But, and again, this is not something that I do a lot. But in terms of trading, telling you guys that if you want to do something low risk, high probability, your risk was only 15 pips. Your risk was even lower than what we usually have our risk. And I said there's quite a big reward for this trade potentially, like 22.77 down here. So what is that, a 1 to 12? So even if you took like a 0.25%, that could still be a 2.5% trade. And why? And here's my thing. This is how you guys should think of in terms of probability. The probability is that the structure is still bearish. This 4-hour candle has only been open for 57 minutes. There's still 3 hours left on this 4-hour candle. This 4-hour candle could have taken basically the first hour to create a top wick, to flip bearish, to then go and break these lows. So we don't know yet, but we take that probability to say that, okay, if I was a swing trader, I would have been in already here. But now seeing that we are still developing our swing thesis, not yet breaking that high, why not take a little low risk dab at it? So yes, Jen, that's the thing. The next thing now is to actually applying that knowledge. All right, Chad, I need to, let me just check. Yeah, I need to unfortunately run. I need to meet some people at the new office. We're getting things ready there for the move, end of the month. Somebody asking about businesses here. Sorry, I missed something. Somebody was asking about business, Chris. Riyadh. Chris with that cars in the background on the wall stand. Oh, damn, bro. That's, yeah, That's way, way back. Savage Society, I didn't take it, my brother. I did not take that trade. I just mentioned to the guys on here, I said if anyone is willing to put on a little bit of risk, we were trading here, and I said you could argue that the trade is invalidated if we start breaking above there, but I didn't take it. I just said Bevan took it. I said you can literally have a 15 pip stop, and you can place that trade there with the expectation that this 4 hours still going to push bearish, just a massive top wick. So personally didn't take it, but some of the guys did take it. Where did somebody asked about business? Chris, if I asked, do you own multiple businesses? I know you mentioned you the executive director for Vault Fund, and if you have more, how do you manage them? You're really a very calm person. Champ, no, don't have a lot of businesses in terms of that. The only business I really have, I've got a small investment book where I manage client funds in terms of not even self-managing the investment book. I'm a registered financial advisor as well. It's more just directing the clients as to in which portfolios to invest to. So not portfolio management, just from an investment advisory side. Then obviously Vault Funder working there. Then also doing somewhat I almost want to say consultancy for Vault Markets as well, in terms of just almost I want to say customer experience, because I've been in the industry for so long to give Vault Markets a bit of a, I don't even want to say report, Chad. It's just that case of, I've said it so many times, when you're an executive of a company, to some extent you don't really know what's going on a grassroots level. You're so busy making this big engine run, and you forget like the little things. And it's usually those little, there's that saying that the devil is in the details. And it can just be something simple like your support line not working, and it pisses off people. Your platform can be great, and maybe it's just one of your support channels that's not doing that well, and that just ruins the client experience. So in terms of that, I can almost say business development. But yeah, the thing for me is obviously the prop firm space is where I'm very excited to be a part of. The idea, as I've mentioned, I don't want to say too much, is to eventually get to the stage where we take traders out of the ecosystem. You're not a prop firm trader in the sense of a retail prop firm trader, but we connect you with some high net worth individuals to say that you manage a family's money. Here's 50 million rand that you can manage for a family, and you are their designated trader or whatever. So there's obviously a lot of regulatory stuff with regards to that. But yeah, anything to do with markets, to do with investments, that's where I want to position myself. Just popped in. Okay, when is the next podcast episode? Leonard, to be very honest with you, I think we're only going to start doing podcasts once we're in the new office. Hey guys, I hope you all had a let's make this week. Okay, /, cheers, 2Gs. I'm off. See you guys tomorrow. Chat, see you guys. Beautiful. And zero structural consulting. No, no, Robin. Structural engineers are bottom feeders, believe it or not. Yes, I call it ivory tower syndrome. Good to great, Jim Collins. You must read up on how Gucci saved his company in the early days, was on ground level focusing on the detail. Riyadh, that's my thing. Chad, if I can give you any tip, any tip, and I never understood this when I was younger. And I had a few business mentors that had PhDs that was at my business school that I basically got to know and had the privilege of sitting down with them. And then also I had the privilege to chat to some very, very big businessmen as well. And when I say big, people that have done like some very cool stuff that you can look up to say like, I want to emulate that person. And everything they say is, do whatever you do it well. You don't have to do everything well. You can't cater to everybody. If you're a prop firm, do prop firm well. You don't have to do something else well with the prop firm. You're not going to try and sell a casino with the prop firm with this. No. Again, very simple. If you do coffee well. If you're a coffee shop, if coffee is your focus, make sure that your coffee is the best. The experience is the best. The ingredients is the best. Do that well. Like, forget the rest of the shit where you want to try and have the entire ecosystem. A lot of times we're like, oh, I want to do, for instance, a lot of these mentors. I want to do copy trading. I want to do signals. I want to do account management. I want to do courses. I want to do mentorship. I want to do in-person. They've got all of these layers and they do all of it shit. Like, if you say, okay, I'm going to do mentorship well. Build a mentorship that is really specialized, that a client can feel after that mentorship he got a very good service. If you are going to do signals, build your system where it's just signals. You're just doing signals. It is good. You've got a good win rate and your system is built on that. But don't try and multitask a lot of things. That's actually something I would like to know more about. Regulation to the amount of money allowed to trade. There's no regulation. It's just how you structure it, Robin. That's my daily motto. Give your best at all times. Yes, champ. That is 100% what you need to do. And like I've said it, my motto always was that the Bible, there's actually a verse that says to give glory to God, do everything as if you're doing it unto Him. So again, I was laying the weekend and I was thinking that there's a one trader, and again, one of the guys that's with Alex G, he's got cancer. And I looked at it and I was laying in bed and I was thinking, I've got all these plans I'm making this week. Now imagine you get sick, you get critically ill. That is not something that you can overcome by putting in more work. The cancer in his body, you can go for treatment and stuff, but there's no guarantee that if you put in X amount of work, you overcome the cancer. So all of a sudden, it's like you've got all these little plans and we forget, and it's like you're not happy with where you're at currently. But then you go into something like that where you see another person having cancer and all of a sudden he can't necessarily go about his week. So now my question is flip. Where do we find that balance between, okay, I'm doing well, I'm giving my best, but also to the extent where you've got that gratitude to say, it is another day, it is another opportunity, and you don't take it for granted. That's the thing. All right, when should you open a trading account from yours? Wait, when? Let me just see. Chad, I'm done for the session. Gold is in this range, 22.9750, 22.95. Nothing much happening here. We've done our analysis. You know what I'm looking for the rest of the week. Going into not NFP. I don't know why I always say NFP. Going into CPI, very simple. I'm bullish on the dollar. Only thing that threw me off is obviously the dollar gapping up. I would love for that gap to be closed today still. If we can close that gap today, I would be very happy. If not, my thesis could change if we start pricing in Here's the thing, Chad. Very simply put, because I see a lot of guys jumped off, so I can share this with you. The 184 that's here. Think about it this way: if we're already pushing up until Wednesday, the markets have already priced in a potential beat on CPI. So then, even if we beat on CPI and it's not a major beat, it's not going to be that aggressive to move. If we have a miss on Wednesday, they're setting up the dollar for failure because the dollar is going to push up the entire week up until Wednesday. They're going to crack it down during CPI if it comes out as expected or misses. And then if FOMC, the press conference, Powell could also put away the dollar potentially to try and get ahead of the curve. So that is my thesis. Two scenarios. I'm bullish on the dollar either way. My only thing is if we already push this week into a weekly R1 and we are already trading at the weekly highs, daily highs coming into CPI, it is very, very simple for me, Chad. So there you go. What did Carl say here? Let me just see what Carl said here. When should you open a new trading account from your side? Carl, I don't know what you mean, my brother. When should you open a new trading? Thank you, Chris. Top quality as always. Jared Buerta. Chad, really want to say thank you so much for joining me here this morning. Keegan, giving you guys a beautiful gold trade. I haven't been able to take anything yet today. Had the idea of the gold longs potentially would have gone break even either way. Keegan giving you guys that 20, I think it's 25 pips short. If you didn't take anything, you didn't really miss much. Trade safe. Let's Chad, here's the thing, and it's something I'm forcing myself into, is the gratitude. Let's not forget that. Let's be very aware that good or bad, you have been given this life, and if you still have life in you, if you do not have pain, if you do not have sickness, you are very blessed. And forget the monetary things, Chad. That's the thing. Having money, not having money. Obviously, money makes things easier, but don't get stuck into that. Life is about a lot more, and obviously we all want to have wealth, but let's not forget the small things. New week, new day. Let's keep a good attitude, and we will see you guys a little bit later this afternoon. Peace.
Ed brought us presents.
Oh, damn. Ed got the big ones. Sheesh.
I want like multiple, because I knew like we run out of them here.
Chad, sorry, man. Listen here. And I do apologize if this comes off wrong. So, you know where I'm going with this, Geeks. So this is you. And this is the guy your girlfriend said you shouldn't be worried about. So I'm just saying, think about that meme. I do apologize. Again, if there's children watching, keep your children's ears closed here. This is that John Cena one when she says, babe, yours is perfect, the big ones hurt. But Chad, we've got a new one here. Let's quickly test it out. Let's give it a good little run here. All right. Okay, we'll test. That's why they give you a pack. You need. Shot Ed. Chad, peace and love, baby. We will see you guys.